Welcome, my dear students. And a lot of you are writing the KCET exam, so a lot of requests coming in the comments as well as personal messages. Sir, please conduct a session for the KCET mock test. We are, very eager to learn from all the teachers, and also the best colleges are there in Karnataka. So why not? I mean, come on, guys. The KCET exam starts tomorrow and you wanted the most important questions, the most expected questions, and also those models which are of the exact same difficulty of the KCET. So, starting off with physics, then chemistry, and then mathematics. All of this in today's session. I hope you guys are all ready and geared up. Hi, Zoya. Hi, Armor. Hi, HX. Hi, GI. Hello, welcome, my dear students. And this is your Captain Shreyas. And I have been training, nurturing kids for more than 13 years now. And a lot of competitive exams students keep giving every year. And especially with respect to engineering, you have so many options. But what happens is when you have so many options, the study part becomes diluted and you do not do a concentrated study towards a particular exam. So please do not lose that lose that concentration or focus towards every exam, because you have many exams. Give it with all that you have. You need to show your full preparation. You need to show your full confidence, full focus, concentration, everything in every exam that you're going to write. Cool. So let's begin with the class, and I hope you have smashed that like button. In case you have not done that yet, please do that right now. And also, yes, subscribe to the channel. UGEE is also coming up. I think the sessions are already live on the channel. If you have not yet seen, I'll show it to you. See, tomorrow VIT triple E we are doing. Can you see this? VIT triple E. Do you see this? UGEE. Yes, questions for cracking triple IT. SUPR on first day. Next day we will do REAP. Yeah, SUPR is like the first level. REAP we will be doing it in the next consequent session. Okay, so we'll be doing for UGEE also. Okay, all the comments we read. That's why we say please comment. Even if there is nothing to comment, just put a heart or just say yes sir, amazing, sir, loved it. That's enough. We will be very happy to read your comments and conduct more classes. Thank you so much guys for liking the video. In case you had forgotten, here comes the first question. This is a very direct question, and it says that if a charge has to be distributed on two spheres, what should be the value of the charges so that the repulsive force between them is maximum? So if you consider that particular charge and it has to be divided onto two spheres, so one over here, the other one over here, this one has q1, this one has q2. So the repulsive force between them, will be now Coulomb's constant q1 q2 divided by r square. And what do I want to do? I want to make this force maximum. I cannot change the distance, I cannot change the Coulomb constant, so this has to be maximum. Now there is a simple theory which says that if the sum of two numbers, if the sum of two numbers is constant, which is the case in this particular example, then then the product is maximum if the numbers are equal. If the numbers are equal, as you can see, the charge has been distributed into two, so the numbers q1 and q2 will always add up to the original charge q. So the sum of the two numbers is constant. Their product, which is q1 q2, that will be maximum if they are equal. That means q1 will be equal to q2. That means it should be exactly half of the total charge. It should be divided equally. So hence B option is the right answer. Use this property. It makes it look very simple. Hi Rajni. Hi Avinash. Yes, for REAP also, Avinash, like I said, we'll be doing it. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, VIT Triple E coming up tomorrow. Hi Shreya, good evening. Good evening, Trinity. Nice to see you. And uh, where are you all from? Please let me know, because if you're writing KCET, I'm pretty sure Navatra Uru will be in Karnataka somewhere, maybe Mangaluru, Hubli, Shimoga. Where are you guys from? Mysore, Bangalore, Hubli, Davangere. Where are you guys from? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Yes, I will be very delighted to know which city you're from. All right. So idi nodi next question. So I know a little bit of Kannada too. Anyways, coming back, choose the correct answer from the options given below over here. Pressure gradient, energy density, electric potential, and latent heat, and the dimensions are given. So this kind of questions usually can be solved by eliminating options or by selecting few options based on whatever is given. So which is the easiest one? I think you can go with pressure gradient. It is easy. It's not that difficult. So pressure gradient is nothing but pressure divided by displacement. Pressure, the dimensions of it. What is the dimension of pressure? It's force divided by area. And this is again divided by x. So dimension of force is nothing but m1 L1 T raised to minus 2 divided by area, that means L raised to 2, and this is also length, so again L will come over here, LL will cancel, so I am left with M raised to 1, L raised to minus 2, and T raised to minus 2. Can you see where is it? Option A, where is it going with, guys? Option A, where is it going with? This is pressure gradient. Obviously, this particular option is there right over here. So A is going with 3. A is going with 3 here also and here also. So now either choose, no, don't go with B option, go with C option because it talks about electric potential. Now, electric potential which is there, potential is nothing but the work done per unit charge, and work done is force into displacement, charge is current multiplied by time. So in order to find the dimension, force dimension is m1 L1 T raised to minus 2 and displacement is again L. The whole thing divided by current is nothing but ampere, time just keep it as it is. So what will happen? This will just become m raised to 1, L and L will become L square, T raised to minus 3 it will be, because this T will go on the top, will become negative power. Negative 1 plus negative 2 is negative 3. A goes on the top, will become A raised to minus 1. Is that right? So where is B going with? Where is C going with? Just check it out. Where is C going with? I think it is option 4. Option 4. So C is going with option 4 here. So out of these two, this is the most appropriate because automatically this got eliminated. Before that, these two options got eliminated. You can see that because A was not matching. So the only correct option is C. Rest of the things you don't even have to do it. But even if you had to do it, how will you do? Just giving you the formulas. Energy density is nothing but same as work by volume. Work by volume. Now you can do it. Same way, this one, latent heat. Latent heat is nothing but heat divided by mass, which is the same as work divided by mass. Work divided by mass. So easily you can do it. Is that right? Fair enough, guys. Even if you find one or two things, automatically you can do the remaining stuff, right? So let's go with the next question, my dear students. Okay, right. 2026 crying in the Nara, at least give announcement when it is starting. Rock, I will tell you just by the weekend. Okay, so just in a week's time we will be able to start it, baby, because there are a lot of exams. Everything is coinciding at once, my dear student. Okay, it's like one thing we one day also we are not able to give it for anything else. Like there are all the exams 2025, all exams are coming at the same time. KCET is there, VIT triple is there, JEE mains got over, JEE advance is coming, JEE results are coming, everything at the same time. MHTCT is there. So just give us little time. Obviously, you know that we are not going to, leave you guys. Okay, what about this? The question is resistance between A and C. So you might as well think as if there is a resistor here, 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 and a resistor here. C is this point, A is basically this point. So if the current enters here, it will get distributed here and here. That same current will go here, obviously, and again it will come back finally from this point. I don't think the current can go here because even if it goes, it is coming back at the same point. Doesn't make sense. So no current can go over here because think of it like this: that particular junction after C, it is like this. Okay, how can the current go and come back? So this is like a two-way junction. No, it is not possible. This is not at all allowed. So no current will go over here. So this particular branch, there is no current at all. When there is no current at all in that particular branch, completely ignore it, and it becomes a simplified circuit. See, from point A, you have one resistor till point C, and then there is one resistor here, goes like this, and another resistor over here. This is R, this is R, and this is R. So these two now are in series. So in series, the resistances add. So it will become R plus R, which is nothing but 2R. Now they both are in parallel. So now you have two resistors in parallel, two resistors in parallel. So what will the equivalent resistance be? This is R, this is 2R. What will it be, guys? Come on, think about it. Yes, R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. That is the equivalent resistance. They are now in parallel. So R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So it will be nothing but 2R divided by 3. So 2R by 3 is a D option. Lot of confusing options here, but that is not correct. And especially this part is definitely confusing because a lot of people think what will happen over there. It is completely useless. Naveen, you're from Vidar. Wow. Great, great, great. Nice to see so many students from Karnataka. Usually we have, so many students spamming from Andhra, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, right? Kerala. I'm so glad all the Kannadigas are out here. So glad, guys. Cool. So, come on, let's move on to the next question. The mass of a planet is 3 times of the Earth, but the gravitational pull is 18 times. Why is it so? What has happened to the radius? I think there is a formula which we can use. The acceleration due to gravity is gravitational constant mass divided by r square. That means the value of r square will be gm by small g. So I can say radius of that planet upon radius of Earth, okay, the whole square will be g is a constant. So mass of the planet by mass of the Earth, it is directly proportional, and it is inversely proportional to acceleration due to gravity. So ge by g of that planet. Now the mass of the planet is given to be 3 times that of the Earth, and acceleration due to gravity is 18 times of the Earth. So 18 times of the Earth. So 1 by 18 will come here. So 3 by 18, my dear students, that is just going to be 1 by 6. That is just going to be 1 by 6. So that is nothing but Rp by Re, the whole square, the whole square. So therefore, Rp by Re is nothing but 1 by root 6. So the radius of that planet is the radius of the Earth divided by root 6. Is that right? Divided by root 6. I cannot see root 6. So hence the answer is none of these. Is this absolutely clear? How many of you said none of these? Very good if you said none of these. Okay. Cool, guys. Shall we go ahead to the next question coming up on your screen? Let's go to the next question. Right? Here it comes. The work required to form a bubble of volume V is W. And now if you want to now what is the amount of work required to be done to form a bubble of volume 2V? Okay, so somehow relate volume and work with each other. Let's see how do we do that. Yes, chemistry is also included. So first will be physics, then will be chemistry, and then will be mathematics. That is the order of today's lecture. Okay, so the work done will be the surface potential energy that you will have to give, and the surface potential energy is S multiplied by the area which has been exposed for that bubble. So SA is the value of the energy. Surface tension is S, area is 4 pi r square, but there are two areas. One is inside and the one is outside, both areas. So that's why into 2. So this will become 8S, 8S or 8 pi S r square. That is the work done. But I'm not yet happy. I don't want radius, I want volume. So I do one thing. Volume is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. So therefore, r cube is nothing but 3v by 4 pi. or R is basically 3 by 4 pi's whole raised to 1 by 3 and V raised to 1 by 3. That is what I will write and substitute it over here. So what will I get? Therefore, work will be 8 pi s R square. R square means it will be 3 by 4 pi whole raised to 2 by 3 multiplied by V raised to 2 by 3. So all these are constants, ignore it. What is main thing over here is how work is related to volume. So the new work by the old work will be the new volume by the old volume, the whole thing raised to 2 by 3. Okay, so if that is the case, let's see what do we get next. Observe. So the new work I do not know, the old work is W, the new volume is double of the old volume. So this thing whole raised to 2 by 3. So therefore W2 by W will be VV cancels 2 raised to 2 by 3. What is 2 raised to 2? It is nothing but 4. So 4 raised to 1 by 3. That is what it is. So W2 will be W into 4 raised to 1 by 3. Yes, so I think that is there. Where is it? Option number A. Can you see that? How many of you saw option A? Everyone? How many of you saw? Like a machine, you're working for us. Yes, I know. Very true. Like a machine only now have become. Correct. Because morning I took almost 5 hours, 4 hours marathon on NEET channel. Now I'm here and after some time I'll be on another channel for paper discussion of another CET entrance. Okay. So moving on to the next question. For a solid rod, the Young's modulus is this much, the density is this much, the velocity of the longitudinal wave. What is the formula of velocity of longitudinal wave, my dear students? Yes, it is Young's modulus by density under the root. Remember, like velocity of a transverse wave on a string is root tension by mass per unit length, mu. Same way, this is the formula for velocity of sound in solids. Yes, for liquids it is bulk modulus by density. That's the only difference. Okay, so basically substitute the values over here. Young's modulus is nothing but 3.2 into 10 to the power 11, all right, and divided by what is it? Density. Density is nothing but 8 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, so 32 by 8, that is 4. So this will become nothing but 0.4 and 3 goes on the top, so it will become 10 to the power 8, I believe. So that is what it is. So I can also write it as 4 into 10 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Why did I do that? 110, I take it here, the decimal goes, it will become 4. So it will become 10 to the power 7. So 10 to the power 7 it will become. So 10 to the power 7, I can write it as 10 into 10 to the power 6. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Okay, everybody. So I just shifted the decimal and played around. This is deliberate, that's all. Root of 4 is 2. Root of 10 is root 10. Root of 10 to the power 6 is 10 to the power 3. So 2 into root 10. Root 10 is roughly 3 point something. Roughly 3.2 into 10 to the power 3. So 2 into 3.2 is nothing but 6.4 into 10 to the power 3. Yeah, 6.4 or around. This was not exact. This is approximately. I just taken an approximate. How do I know it is 3.2 roughly? Because I know one simple fact that the value of pi is nothing but root of approximately gravitational acceleration, and 9.8 is similar to root of 9.8 is similar to 10 and pi is nothing but 3.14. So if I increase from 9.8 to 10, obviously this value will also increase slightly. 1.14 will become probably rounded off to 2, maybe slightly more than 3.15, thing around that figure. So that's why I should believe the answer should be 6.3 into 10 to the power 3 meters per second. So you have to play around. Don't sit and calculate exact values because obviously that much time is not there. Yeah. Is that right, everyone? Cool. Perfecto. Perfecto. Amazing. And guys, if you have forgotten to smash that like button, please do that right now. Reminding you, if you want me to conduct more classes for UGEE, VIT EEE, SRM JEE, Amrita, so many entrance tests are there. You want specific questions of that exam, then please like the session. And also I want to see the comments after the video, and share this across all the students who are writing KCET exam. Do not let anybody be left behind. They should all be aware, because this is a free channel, guys. This is working hard tirelessly for all the students across South India, and we are committed to give you the best content. So please share it, because this is a channel for all the students in South India, because often we get neglected because a lot of Hindi channels are there and nobody decides or nobody cares about all our entrance exams. Understand that. Cool. So here we come. The value of power dissipated across the Zener diode connected in the circuit as shown in the figure is how much in watts. Okay. This Zener diode is always in reverse bias and it is a voltage regulator. So it ensures one simple thing, that whatever is the breakdown voltage, it is maintained across these two ends. So 100% the voltage drop will be maintained at 15 volts. That's one thing. Okay. So in order to measure what is it, the power connected, the value of the power dissipated across the Zener diode. So if you want to measure the power across the Zener diode, I need the current across the Zener diode and voltage across the Zener diode. I don't know the current, but I know the voltage, which is 15. So if I just knew the current, my job is done. Power is VI or V square by R or I squared R, whichever you like. But here voltage and current, if I know, my job is done. So how do I find the current is the question now. Okay, we'll come to that. But before that, okay, in order to find that current, maybe if I could only find out how much current is going over here, I2, and also maybe find out how much current is going over here, I. If I know this and this, I can find it using Kirchhoff's current law at this particular junction. That current is getting split into two parts. Okay, so how do I find this current? Using Ohm's law. This current will be that voltage upon that resistance. The voltage across resistor 2 is 15 volts, resistance is 90. So 15 goes with 90 6 times. So 1 by 6 amperes will be the answer for this particular current. Can I find this current? Obviously. See, 22 volts is given. Out of 22, 15 volts is dropped here. So how much volts will be dropped only between these 2 points? 22 is the total, 15 is dropped here. So it will be 22 minus 15, guys. 22 minus 15, which is basically 7 volts. So 7 volts will be dropped here. So how much will this current be? That will be that voltage which is dropped upon the resistance. So the voltage which is dropped is 7. Resistance is nothing but 35. So this will be nothing but 1 by 5 amperes. Okay, perfect. So I think now is a good time to find Iz, because I know Iz plus and equal to over here. This I1 or whatever that I is will be, this I will be Iz plus your I2. And this I2 is nothing but 1 by 6. And this I was nothing but 1 by 5. So the only thing left is your Iz value. So Iz is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6. So it will be 6 minus 5 by 30, which is 1 by 30. So the current Iz is 1 by 30. Okay, so put 1 by 30 over here. So 15 and 30 goes 1 by 2 times, which is nothing but 0.5 watts. So 0.5 watts should be the answer, which is B option. Yes, it is the correct answer. So these kind of questions usually involve Ohm's law, like I is V by R. Second, they also involve Kirchhoff's current law, which you can see over here. So I use Kirchhoff's current law over here at a junction right over here, which you can see. Okay, and the rest is power formula or Ohm's law or whatever other things will be needed. Is that right, everyone? For ComEd-K, it will be, yes, definitely useful. But for ComEd-K, we will make separate session also later on. Okay, for ComEd-K also, we'll make a separate session. Don't worry. All right. Now, the next question. The dimensions of the ratio of magnetic flux and permeability are magnetic flux and permeability. Be careful, guys. So, what is magnetic flux? Magnetic flux and permeability. How do we find this particular thing? Magnetic flux is magnetic field into area. Mu, I can write it as, guys, magnetic field inside a solenoid is mu naught Ni. So this mu naught, instead of that, I can write it as magnetic field by number of turns per unit length, which is small n, into I. Just check this out. How did I get it? Because B is mu naught Ni for a solenoid. So I'm using the solenoid formula. For a solenoid, magnetic field is mu naught, number of turns per unit length, into current. And this is direct definition of flux. It is nothing but field multiplied by area. That's it. So best part is that this B and this B just got cancelled, and I am left with just these numbers, which is A into N into I. A has a dimension of L square. N is nothing but number of turns per unit length, so 1 by L, and current is nothing but ampere, of course. So this will become L raised to 1, A raised to 1. That's it. L raised to 1 and A raised to 1. I can see that in option A, which is the correct answer. L raised to 1, A raised to 1. Rest all dimensions are 0. So even if you write the dimension of mass, what will it be? 0. L is 1, time is 0, A is obviously 1. So it's the answer. So you have to try and use some good formulas, or else you will be stuck. Sir, I don't know the dimension of permeability. Nobody knows. It's okay. You should know one formula which will give you that. Got it? Nobody remembers the dimension of flux. Nobody should also. It's just that you have to think about the formulas. Is that okay? Cool, guys. Yes, Pari, Music, Nitin, Snehin, Yokesh. Perfecto. Shall we go ahead to the next question, my dear students? Okay, coming up on your screen. A capacitor is charged using a battery. Heat is lost in the process. Now a dielectric slab is inserted with the battery being connected. The new energy stored in the capacitor is. Okay, let's draw the diagram. That will be easy. So this is the capacitor. It is connected to a battery. Let's say of voltage V. Now E heat is lost in the process. So whatever energy is stored in the capacitor is basically half CV square. The amount of energy lost is also going to be half CV square, and that energy lost is given to be E. So that energy lost is given to be E. Okay. So keep that in mind. Whenever you charge a battery, the amount of work done is double the energy stored. So whatever energy is stored will also be lost. So if you give 100 joules by the battery, 50 joules will be stored, 50 joules will be lost. 50 joules will be stored, 50 joules will be lost. So the battery will do CV square amount of work. So battery ends up doing more work than what is being stored. Now what happens is, with the battery connected only, this particular capacitor, there is a dielectric slab which is put over here, and obviously the capacitance will now become 2 times of C. So the question is the new energy stored in the capacitor. So what is that new energy stored in the capacitor? It will be obviously half the new capacitance into voltage square. So it will be half into 2C into V square. But wait a minute, I can just write half CV square as E. I can just write half CV square as E. So it will be nothing but 2E. So B is the right answer. Very direct question. Very straightforward question. Yep. All right, great. If it is asked for permittivity, then you will go with Coulomb's law, which is force is nothing but 1 by 4 by epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square. So permittivity can be easily obtained from the Coulomb's law. Permeability, best formula is solenoid's formula. Solenoid's formula will give you the value easily. Moving on to the next question. There is a wire across a voltage. Is it stretched? The ratio of the old to the new drift speed is how much? Oh, so there was a wire like this, length L, area A. You are stretching it to double the length. So what will happen, guys? The moment you double the length, then the area will become half. Yes, the area will definitely become half. And in this particular process, the volume is always a constant. Volume is going to be a constant. Keep this in mind. Yeah. So if you double the length, area will become half, because area into length is the volume. Got it? So if the length becomes 3 times, area will become 1 by 3 times. So that's the catch. Okay. Now coming back to the original question, we have to talk about the drift speed. So current is nothing but NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the most famous company right now, most valuable company. So that's how you can remember it, which is making artificial intelligence chips. Is that right? So it is making all these chips now. Okay, current is NVIDIA. But what is current? Current by Ohm's law is voltage by resistance. And what is resistance? Resistance is nothing but rho L divided by A. Okay, so A goes on the top, so voltage into area by rho into length is equal to NVIDIA. Now the best part is area just got cancelled, and V is the voltage, rho is the resistivity, N is constant, E is constant. So directly from here, I can see that the drift speed is inversely proportional to the length. It is luckily not dependent on the area because it by coincidence it got cancelled out. Perfect. Okay, so this lecture will be around 3 hours or so, because 3 to 3.5 hours. Each subject is for around 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes approximately. So definitely the new drift speed upon the old drift speed will be the old length divided by the new length. So the new drift speed we want, old drift speed is basically, no, what have they asked? Then the ratio of the new to the old speed. That's all they have asked. So old length was L, new length is basically 2L. So it will be nothing but 1:2. Yes, 1:2. The ratio of the new to old will be 1:2. But if they ask you old to new, so they have asked, I think, old to the new one, old to the new one, then it will be 2:1. So for the old to the new one, it is 2:1. So 2:1 is option A. Yes, it is definitely the correct answer. Seeing it? Very good. Amazing. Amazing. No, it is not 2 hours. It's more than 2 hours. How can you complete within 2 hours? Okay, cool. Let's go, guys, to the next question. The current I is how much as shown in the circuit? Looks like a Wheatstone, but be careful. Lot of things are weird. First of all, there is no resistor here, and there is a wire here, no resistor or galvanometer here. So be careful, guys. In fact, if you think carefully, you'll realize this point, and this point all are connected by a wire. So this point, if it has a voltage V1, this will also have V1, this will also have V1. So the voltage difference between the 2 points is going to be 0. So if there is no voltage difference here, obviously the current over here in this 6 ohm resistance will be 0. It's as good as it is useless. So better to redraw the circuit. So you have this particular battery of 10 volts. You have that 3 ohm resistance. Okay, we go over here. Nothing is going here. It's just one branch, which is just like a wire, you can say. It's just like a wire. And it is going into one 6 ohm resistance and another 6 ohm resistance and collecting back over here like this. So this is 6 ohm and this is 6 ohm. Is that right? So this is the equivalent diagram because this was useless. Now what are these two 6 ohms in? They are in parallel. So if I combine both these resistors which are in parallel, their combination will become 3 ohm. 6 and 6 will not become 12. They are in parallel. So it will become half, which is 3 ohm. Now this 3 ohm and this 3 ohm, they are obviously in series. Can you see that? This 3 ohm and this 3 ohm. So this battery now is connected to this and this over here. This is 3 ohms. This is 3 ohms. This is 10 volts. So obviously now the current which will flow in the circuit will be the total voltage by the total resistance. Voltage is 10, resistance is 3 plus 3, which is 10 by 6, which is 5 by 3 amperes. So 5 by 3 is option D, which is the correct answer. Is that right, everyone? Option D, perfecto, awesome. UGEE session coming up day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is a VIT Triple E session. Day after tomorrow, UGEE SUPR, and REAP session is also coming day after that. Cool. Moving on to the next question. Out of the following options, which one can be used to propagate electromagnetic wave? Which one can be used to propagate electromagnetic wave? This is very direct, guys. Yep. Definitely, stationary charge, only electric field. Chargeless, what will it even do? Accelerated charge, that is Maxwell's radiation. That is what will create electromagnetic waves. This is there in Rutherford's failure, which was overcome by Bohr's model of atom. So charge moving at constant speed, no. accelerated charge by Maxwell's radiation emits electromagnetic radiation, which is electromagnetic waves or photons. So that is option C. Yep. Okay, great. Yes, I know 19th is the exam, so we are trying to do as many things as possible. Even VIT triple is there, so we'll try to wind up as much as possible, guys, in the days to come. Next one, error in measurement of the radius of the sphere is 1% and its mass is 2%. Then the error in the calculated value of its density is. Then the error in the calculated value of its density is. Why not A? Because if it's just a charged particle, then it will only emit electric field. It will not give magnetic field. It will not be electromagnetic in nature. It will be just electric in nature. So that's why A option was not correct. Is that okay? Error in the measurement of the radius of a sphere is 1% and its mass is 2%. Then the error in the calculated value of the density is. We all know density is mass by volume. Volume is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 3 goes on the top and we have 4 pi below. Mass is there on the top, r raised to minus 3. That's what this is. Okay. So by the error formula, relative error in density, always ignore the constants. Mass's power is 1. So 1 into, always take the mod value, delta m by m, then plus, take the mod value of minus 3, always, into delta r by r. Now, if any of these things are in percentages that you want, then everything should be in percentage. So, as we expect it to be in percentage, let's keep percentage symbol. Mass has a error of how much percent? 2%. Then 3 into radius has an error of how much? 1%. So 2 plus 3, which is basically 5%, which is the D option. Yes, the D option is the correct answer. A lot of people make a mistake. They put minus 3 here. So 2 minus 3, they will get 1. So they think the answer is 1%. That is wrong. Even if there is a negative power, always make the positive, or always take the positive value when you multiply it with the relative error. So that's why I put the mod symbol. Is that okay? Yeah. The notes of the session will come up later on. Yeah. Error is deleted in the syllabus, but I was able to see, there was an additional syllabus mentioned, practical physics. Have you seen that brochure or that official page? Just go to the official page, KCET syllabus, you will be able to see. Yeah, KCET 2025 syllabus. Yes, if you go to the official website, right, you will be able to see it. Not anything. Go to the official website. Okay, so I think it is there somewhere. Somewhere I had seen it. Additional syllabus on experimental skills. See this. This is additional syllabus. So if you just open this, you will be able to see vernier caliper, screw gauge, viscosity, all these things. So maybe they can ask, maybe they cannot ask. Remember last year what they did? There were some more than 20-30 questions as bonus. I mean, they came out of the syllabus. Then people had to fight. So because there were some 30-20 questions, can you imagine in an exam, 20-30 questions at least were bonus because they were out of syllabus. Now, if 1 or 2 questions is there out of the syllabus, I don't know how many people will fight, whether they will grant bonus or not grant bonus. So when it is on borderline, better do it. You don't want to take headache because last year they completely messed it up, if you remember. Yeah, possibility is less, but that's why deliberately I put it just for the sake of you not getting scared, because guys, I'm telling you, please expect the unexpected. Last year they completely made a mockery out of the paper. So if something happens like that in tomorrow's exam, do not get scared. Okay, so quickly leave the question which is out of the syllabus. Don't worry about it. In the end, when time is remaining, then do something. Okay, not before that. Okay, cool. Right, shall we go to the next one coming up on your screen? Okay, so there is an alpha particle scattering experiment. If v is the speed, then the distance of the closest approach is d. If the speed is doubled, then the distance of closest approach is. So the formula goes like this. The kinetic energy goes into the potential energy, which becomes like half m v square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught ZE multiplied by alpha particles charge is 2E divided by closest distance of approach square. This is the formula for getting the closest distance. All the kinetic energy goes into potential before it stops at a distance of d. Sorry, not d square, it is just d. So speed and d, how are they related? All the things are constant. So v square is directly proportional to 1 by d, or yes, if the velocity is doubled. Okay, so now I can see if I do v2 by v1, all right, the square, this will be d1 by d2. This will be just d1 by d2. So what is v2 and what is v1? The speed is doubled, so it is 2v. Original speed is v, square it. d1 is d, d2 is unknown. So vv cancels, 2 square is 4. So 2 square is 4, and this will be d by d2. So therefore d2 will be d by 4. So it will be d by 4, which is option D. Yes, it is the correct answer. Main thing is you should know this equation. If you know it, it is solvable, else you will get stuck. So just remember, see, you cannot remember the entire formula. Just think kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. Kinetic energy is half mv square. Potential energy is k q1 q2 by r. Charge is of the nucleus, this is of alpha particle. Alpha particle has 2e charge, and this is the distance of closest approach. So if you remember it like that, it becomes easy, else you will be confused. Random things you will do in the examination hall. Shreyas sir will teach you in the easy way. The ratio of the area of the first excited state to the ground state orbit of hydrogen atom. Okay, first let's think how is area related to the principal quantum number. We all know area is nothing but pi r square, and the radius in general is nothing but some constant into n square, right? So basically it will be pi r naught square into n raised to 4. So area is directly related to n raised to 4. N raised to 4. Okay. So let's find out the ratio. Area of the first excited state upon area of the ground state. Area of the ground state of the electron. So first excited state means n is basically 2. Ground state means n is equal to 1. So this thing whole raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 is 16. So 16 by 1. So 16 by 1 means D option. Yes, it is the correct answer. Yep, D, not B. Yeah. Yes, for maths, Ninja ma'am will be teaching here. Obviously, we have on JEE channel Ninja ma'am for maths, Diksha ma'am for chemistry. Okay, so all the teachers, JEE teachers who are there for all your entrance exams apart from JEE Advanced. And guys, please do not forget to watch the JEE Advanced classes. I realize some of you are taking it very lightly. Guys, become serious. JEE Advanced is very, very close, not very far away. I know other exams are also there. Do not give up. Yes, we have started conducting JEE Advanced classes back. So most important questions, PYQs, everything is going to come every day. Everyone should be regular on the channel. Cool. Shall we go to the next question? Okay, coming up on your screen, here it is. What does it say? If the Rutherford's model of alpha scattering experiment, as the impact parameter increases, the scattering angle of the alpha particle will. Okay, so what exactly happens? So this is the gold nucleus, and let's see what happens with the change of the impact parameter. So if this is very close to the nucleus, this is your impact parameter. So this alpha particle which is there, by the time it reaches here, what will happen? It will start deviating and it will probably go like this because of the repulsive force. But if the impact parameter is increased, that means now it is really far away. So the velocity is here and this distance is more, then it will not deflect so much. So the deflection or the scattering is going to be less because this distance has been increased. So repulsive forces will be less. So it will definitely decrease. That is the correct answer. So impact parameter is the distance between the line of projection and the nucleus. That's it. That is what the impact parameter is. If it is close, it will get repelled more. If it is far, it will not repel so much. So the deviations will be slightly less. Next one, the upper level of the valence band and the lower level of the conduction band overlap. This happens only in one case, the conduction band and the valence band. They will overlap. They will overlap. So electrons over here can easily jump over here and they begin conduction. Basically, this happens only for conductors. Otherwise, there is at least a small gap for semiconductors and a very large gap for insulators. So carbon, no. Germanium, silicon, all semiconductors, guys. Carbon is more like an insulator than semiconductor. So copper is the most appropriate answer. Yes, very good. B option. Very good. All right. I really hope you will get more than 30 marks in physics, and if you practice more questions, then it will be even better. By the way, for your most predictor important questions, there is a test series which we have kept for all of you. I know it is little late now, but if you want to give additional tests for KCET or COMEDK, check out this link. KCET test series mock tests are there. So please use these mock tests as much as possible. Give many mock tests. It's there for 650 rupees over here. And if you want to give it for COMEDK, it is there right over here. Yes, the COMEDK test series again for 650 rupees. Some students who want it for BITSAT or MHTCT or ISER or any other entrance test, all the test series links are there over here. Okay, all the alternative tests are there over here. Cool. All right. Moving on to the next question. The resistivity of a semiconductor is roughly around what range at room temperature? You should know this. It is not too much resistance, nor is it too less. This is very high. This is very less. This is most likely the case. This is also high. So it is option A only, guys. Yep. These two numbers are very high resistance. This is very low, more like a conductor. This is appropriate. Decent resistivity. Yeah, option A. Correct. Okay. Everyone clear? All right, everyone. Thaleva, we want PYQ solving sessions for physics VIT triple E. Yes, it is there tomorrow. Tomorrow it is there. Okay, cool. Perfect. Moving on to the next question. The ground state energy of hydrogen is this much. What is the energy needed to ionize it from the second excited state? From the second excited state. Okay. So ground state energy is minus 13.6. Then the first excited state of that is, yes, over here. Then the next excited state is over here. So this energy, guys, will be minus 1.51. Everybody will know this. Yep, this is almost minus 3.4. So if you want to completely free it, where it is 0 electron volt, this is completely free. This was n is equal to 1, this is 2, this is 3, but n is equal to 3 is nothing but your second excited state. Second excited state is n is equal to 3. So if I want to take it from here to here, how much energy will I have to give? From this to this, obviously I have to give 1.51 electron volt, so it will become completely free and it will ionize. When I say it is free, that means it will ionize that particular atom. It will become an ion because the electron has left, only positive charge will be left. So answer A is the right answer. Is that correct, everyone? Option A, directly you should be able to say this. Very good. Moving on to the next one. There is a current which is being induced in a coil. The resistance is 18 ohms. The change in the flux in 1 millisecond. Okay, the change in the magnetic flux. So let's see what and all we know. We know the current, we know the resistance, and we want to find the change in the flux if the time taken is given. We know that the EMF magnitude wise is the change of flux upon the time taken, and this EMF is V is IR, so it is current multiplied by resistance, so that is delta phi by delta T. This is using Ohm's law, so therefore delta phi will be I into R into delta T. So the current we already know 2, resistance 18, time 1 millisecond, that is 10 to the power minus 3, 18 to the 36, so 36 into 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. Yep, so 36. Okay, change in the magnetic flux. What is wrong? the resistance of the coil is there, change in rate of change of flux is the EMF, V is equal to IR, perfect. So delta T will go on the top. So 2 into 18 into 1 millisecond, unless some option printing was a mistake, then this is fine. So I have a feeling the options printed here are wrong. Yep. So I'll just ignore this. So this is the appropriate answer. This is the appropriate answer. Is that fine? Okay, 36 into 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. All right, great. Sir, I want a physics like you. What is the food routine? Physics like you. It's very simple. To make the physics very simple and to make the physics strong, what and all you should eat in breakfast, dinner, and maybe for lunch also. So usually I start my breakfast with the JEE Advanced Rank Accelerator book. So Shreyas sir eats these physics books for breakfast, very easy. And usually I eat 2 or 3 pages. Then for lunch, I keep it little bit light only because I had heavy breakfast. So I eat these books. I will eat them. And in the night, I sometimes will chew onto NCRT or something else. So actually, I cannot see my NCRT book. It's finished. I need to buy a new book so that I can munch onto it for tonight's dinner. So that's my routine. And if you want to drink something along with it, like a juice or something, you can experiment a lot. I mean, there are a lot of things which you can put in. You can put some powder of your uh, notes, or maybe you can take the ink of your pen and drop it inside the water and just drink it. So that will make the physics very, very strong. Yeah, cool. So moving on to the next question, guys, on your screen. Coming up on your screen, here it is. Under electrostatic condition of a charged conductor, which among the following statement is true? Which among the following statement is true? Yes, definitely. You can definitely call me Thalaiva. Definitely. But people call me Captain, Thalaiva, whatever. Yes, thank you so much. It means a lot when you say such things. Under electrostatic condition, which of the following is true? Electric field on the surface is this much, where sigma is the surface charge density. Okay. Electric potential inside the conductor is always 0. Wrong. Excess charge resides on the surface. The net electric field is tangential to the surface of the conductor. So I think they were asking which of the following is false. I think that is what the correct statement should have been. Which of the statement is basically false should have been the answer. Then you will obviously see, yes, the electric field on the surface is sigma by epsilon naught. This is definitely correct. Excess charge will always reside on the surface. Yep, it is always on the surface. This is also correct. Electric field is always tangential to the surface. Yep, that is also true. What is not true is electric potential is 0. This is wrong. In fact, it is not 0. In fact, it's constant. Electric potential is constant. So the correct answer or the incorrect option will be B. Incorrect option will be B. Yeah. So B will be marked. I think there was a mistake while printing it. Is that right, everyone? Cool. Shall we go ahead, my dear students? Shall we go ahead? Captain Samurai. Yes, the answer is B. Correct, correct, correct. Moving on to the next question on your screen. There is a cube, 100 molecules, each having induced dipole of 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 16 in an external field. The susceptibility of the material is x into 10 to the power 12, where x is how much? Okay. So let's think what is the formula for susceptibility. If you know it, great. If you don't know it, I'll tell you. So electrical susceptibility multiplied by permittivity of vacuum is the net dipole moment upon the external electric field. So this is the formula, guys. X is basically the susceptibility which you want, and epsilon naught is permittivity of vacuum. That's how it goes. Okay, great. So in any Japan university, it depends which Japanese university you are talking about. So sometimes don't get carried away, my dear students. Yes, Japan is in need of many people. Japan is a lovely country to study. Japan has good facilities, everything, but you need to be very careful while choosing. I'm not really sure which university you are talking about. So talking about this, susceptibility, I don't know. Permittivity is 8.85, 10 to the power minus 12. Now, what is the dipole moment? We'll come to it. But before that, let's see what is given to us. Each centimeter contains 100 molecules, and 100 molecules each having, okay, dipole moment of this much. So what is the total dipole moment? So this total dipole moment is the number of molecules, which is there, multiplied by dipole moment of each molecule, dipole moment of basically each molecule. Now, because we have to find, yes, this dipole moment, actually it is always per unit volume. This dipole moment, always this is per unit volume that you have to find. The dipole moment per unit volume, that is what you have to find on the top. Now, if I divide it with the volume, the volume will be nothing but the side cube, So number of molecules is 100. Each molecule has a dipole moment of 0.2 into 10 to the power negative 16. The whole thing divided by the side length, which is a centimeter, which means 10 to the power minus 2 raised to 3. So this is what you will substitute over here and find out the answer. Usually when such lengthy questions are there, try to skip it, come back at the end, because a lot of unnecessary wastage of time will be there. But still, I'll do it for you over here. 100 into 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 16, the whole thing divided by 10 to the power minus 6. So I can see that susceptibility can be easily found from here. So X will be some 10 to the power 12 will be there. Some 10 to the power 12 will be there right over here. Some 10 to the power 12 will be there. And rest all things will be easily doable. Like this 2 by 4 will be there. One decimal went off, and this will become 10 to the power minus 15. Or let's do one thing, minus 6 and minus 16 will become minus 10, and this 10 will make it minus 9 over here. And what else is there over here that you want? 2 by 4 is there. Okay. Yep, I think that's all about it over here. So solving this, I think the power of 10 is wrong over here. I think some mistake is there in the power of 10. So if you do the math, it comes out as, by the way, there is also 8.85 which comes below, 8.85 also which comes over here. So 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 2 into 8.85, this will become 2 into 8.85, and this will become 10 to the power 3, and this is 1 by that. This is almost 9. 9 twos are 18. So it's almost like 1 by 20. 1 by 20 is like 0.05. So approximately 0.05 into 10 to the power 3, I believe. So I think it will become then 50. Then it will become 50. So I think some powers of 10 are wrong over here. Some powers of 10 are wrong. So if the powers will be corrected, then we will get the perfect answer. But none of the options will match because some power of 10 is wrong over here. So I will just make this go away and just check this out. Yeah, this should be the right answer now. Is that okay, guys? This is how you're going to do it. So 100 into 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 6, minus 6, minus 6 becomes minus 10. 1 0 went. This will become minus 9. Yes, 2 by 4 then. And this 8.85 as it is, 10 to the power plus 12 will come over here when it takes on the other side. 2, 4 goes with 2. 2 into 8.85, 2 9s are 18, 1 by 20 approximately, which is 0.05. Perfect, 10 to the power 3, which is nothing but 50. Yes, so that is what the answer should be. Unless there is some mistake in the powers of 10 here, we will not know. So I just assumed this as the answer. Okay, everyone? Yes, Nange Kannada Barattu. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬರುತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಷ್ಟ ಚೆನ್ನ ಬರಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ಬಟ್ basic I know. Okay, right? Cool. Moving on. If E is the electric field inside the conductor whose material has a conductivity sigma and resistivity rho, and the current density inside the conductor is J, then what is the correct answer? Guys, for this particular thing, we know E is basically rho J. Take rho on the other side. So 1 by rho into E is equal to J. 1 by resistivity is conductivity. So sigma E is basically J. J is a vector, E is a vector. So J is sigma E. J is sigma E. J is sigma. J is sigma E. Just check it out. J is sigma E. But we don't want, nothing is matching with this, but if I take this is matching. E is rho J. Yeah, this is matching. This is matching. This is not there anywhere. Only this expression is there. So this is the correct expression. Yes, E is rho J. Rho is resistivity, sigma is conductivity. So conductivity, none of the options matched, only C option is matching. Yep. I hope this is absolutely clear. Perfect. Shall we go ahead, my dear students? Everyone? Okay. Two conductors A and B, okay, has same material, length, etc. Ratio 1:2, radii 1:2. What is the thing if they are connected in parallel across a battery? What is the ratio of the drift velocities? It's very similar to the older question which we solved. So current is nothing but NVIDIA. Current is nothing but NVIDIA. Okay. So the drift speed and currents are related to each other, and current is nothing but voltage by resistance, and resistance is nothing but rho L by A. So voltage into A by rho L is nothing but NVDA. Again, just like the previous problem, area got cancelled. So voltage is same because they are in parallel. Length, it is inversely proportional. So clearly we can see that the drift speed is inversely proportional to the length. Okay, voltages are same. Why they are same? Because they are connected in parallel. So voltage is going to be the same. Voltage is going to be the same. Perfect. So question is, what is the drift speed A by drift speed B? It will be length B by length A. What is the ratio of the lengths? Ratio of the length is 1:2. So this will be 2:1. So 2:1, which is basically option A. Which is basically option A. Is that clear? Absolutely. Yep, two conductors, same material, lengths are in some ratio, radius is in some ratio, they are connected in parallel across the battery. So currents will be different because their resistances will be different. Not just that, their areas coincidentally got cancelled, so that is a good thing for us. So option A is the right answer. Can you please say about partial drop for J? Right now is not the right time for deciding that. Give few more exams, see how it goes, and then make up your mind for dropping or not. Now is not the right time. Still some exams are remaining, private entrance tests, etc. So let it get over, then it is a good time to discuss about it. Voltage is applied to a circuit. What is the average power consumed over a cycle? Okay, so the formula for average power is IRMS VRMS into cos of the phase difference between them. RMS current is obviously I naught by 2, root 2, sorry. RMS voltage is peak voltage by root 2. This is sine omega t plus phi. So phase difference is just phi. Just look at these numbers inside the brackets. So this will become nothing but V naught I naught root 2 into root 2 is 2 into cos of phi into cos of phi. So I naught V naught by 2 into cos of phi, which is D option. Is that right? Cool, guys? Everybody with me? Yep, very good, very good. Yeah, VRMS, IRMS. Yeah, awesome, perfecto. Let's go, guys, to the next question on your screen. Last few questions before I pass it on to chemistry. I'll just message. I'll just message 1 second. Okay. Yeah, Diksha ma'am will be coming after this. Yes, I just messaged. So I think they'll be ready. All right. The electric current flowing through the given conductor changes with time. Number of electrons which flow through the cross section in the conductor in the time interval 0 to 20 seconds is how much? Okay. So how do we do this? I'll tell you what. Current versus time graph, whenever it is given, the area under it from 0 to 20 seconds. So 20 seconds is over here. So the area under it basically gives you the charge. So just find the area. So how do you find the area? Divide it into two parts or anything like that. Okay. Or you can just take this part like this and this part separate. Up to you guys, however you want to do it. So if you want, I'll just take the trapezium separate. Okay. So we have a trapezium separate and a rectangle separate. The area of the rectangle will be height, which is nothing but 100 units multiplied by the base, which is 20 units. So that will give me 2000, whatever this is in milliamperes. So into 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, which will make it 2. Similarly, for the trapezium, it is half into the height of the trapezium, 100, 200, 300. So height will be 200 only, multiplied by parallel sides which are there, the sum of it. So this is 10 and the base is 20. Okay, so 10 plus 20, so this will be 100. Or do not forget 10 to the power minus 3 because of the milliamperes. So into 10 plus 20 is 30 into 10 to the power minus 3, which will make it 3. So this is basically 3 coulomb, this is basically 2 coulomb. So the net charge will be 3 plus 2, which is basically 5 coulomb. But that is not the question. The question is how many charge carriers are going. So total charge is N into E. So 5 is nothing but N multiplied by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So N will be 5 divided by 1.6 and there is 10 to the power plus 19 over here. Okay, so approximately the answer comes out to be this much. Just check it out. Okay, approximately it might come out to be 6.25 10 to the power 18 or something like that. Okay, cool. Yep, perfecto. Shall we go ahead? Yes, shall we go ahead to the next question coming up on your screen? Here it is. Okay, last question, guys. After this, Diksha ma'am will come. Okay, some 2-3 questions might be remaining now after this physics. So that I will keep it in the PDF. Please download it after the session is over. Electric bulb of 60 watts, 120 volts is to be connected to a 220 volts. What resistance should be connected in series so that the bulb glows properly? Okay, so the bulb is basically rated for 120 volts, but while connecting it, you have connected it to much higher voltage. You have connected it to much higher voltage, and that is the reason why. You have another resistance to create a drop, and the voltage that you have connected it to is 220 volts. So if this bulb can only accommodate 120 volts, which is what it is rated for, the remaining voltage across this resistor should also be 120 volts. It should be 120 plus 120. Sorry, not 120. My bad. 100 volts. 100 volts. Is that right? Everybody? Till this point, absolutely clear? Yes, because 120 plus 100 is 220. So from this, we can find the resistance. How? Because I'll tell you what, the current is going to be the same. Current is going to be the same, and current is nothing but voltage different by resistance. So in the first case, the voltage difference is nothing but 120. Resistance, I do not know, is equal to, next case, the voltage difference is 100, and I want to find what this resistance is. How do I find the resistance of the bulb? Very simple. This data is enough for me. Power is nothing but V square by R. So power is 60. V square is 120 square divided by resistance. So therefore, this resistance of that bulb will be 120 square by 60. So put over here 120 square divided by 60. You will see a lot of things will get cancelled. 120 will get cancelled. So 60 will go on the top. One of the 120s will remain, and this 100 will be remaining, and this R will be remaining. 0, 0 will cancel. 6 will go with 12 two times. So R will be nothing but 2 into 100, which is nothing but 200 ohms, which is option C. Which is option C. That is the correct answer. So beautiful question, and yeah, very nicely framed, isn't it? Very good. Awesomeness. So some more questions are there after this. Yeah, not many questions. Hardly few questions are there, like this one, etc. So I think we can keep it as homework. Okay. So these questions are your homework questions. Please solve it. Answers are there on the next slide. Please make sure you choose the questions wisely. Do not make any hurried decision, but also at the same time save your time. The higher score will be awarded to those students who will solve more questions properly. There is no negative marking, so keep that in mind. So do not waste your time on unnecessary difficult questions, lengthy questions, or out of the syllabus questions. Ignore lengthy questions, very difficult questions, or out of syllabus questions. First do doable, complete it as fast as you can. But in the end, even if you do not know the question's answer, at least mark something, because there is no negative marking. Okay, keep that in mind. Never leave any option blank, because by chance, by luck, you might get something right. Now it's time for Diksha ma'am. So take care, guys. Have a great time. All right.
Hi everyone. Let me know in the comment section if I am clearly visible and audible to you. Yes. So now we are going to start with the chemistry section for your KCET, right? But here one important part is for your chemistry section, right? Based on today's exam, we are going to see what are the topics that are getting repeated. What are the most important questions for your KCET exam? So let us start this without wasting any time. Okay, so first question on your screen is this, but before that, let me know if I am audible and visible to you. Right? Hello, hello. Audible, visible. Yes, everyone. Now, correct hybridization state of these three compounds they are asking you to do. So if I say I3 negative, that means iodine will be the sentimental atom that has 7 outermost electron because it belongs to group number 70. When you add 1 electron, that will be 8. Out of 8, 2 electrons are occupied in the bond formation. This iodine, 2 electrons are occupied in the bond formation. That is why -2, this will be 6 electrons. That means 3 lone pair. Right? That means 3 lone pair plus 2 bond pair. That means 5. That corresponds to sp3d. So for first, you will have sp3d. That means this is eliminated. Next is for IF7, let us see that again with the same thing. This is I, this is F, this is 7. Now, iodine has again 7 electrons and all of them are occupied in the bond formation. So, 0 lone pair. So, bond pair plus lone pair is 7 only. So, that means it will be sp3, 336, sp3d3, right? sp3d3. 7. See, bond pair plus lone pair is 7. That means sp3d3. The sum of this also should be 7. 3 plus 3 is 6 and this is 7. Right? Next is for, because the only option that we are left with is A. So, I will take the A is the correct answer. But still we will solve for IF6 also. Right? So, for IF6, what you have to remember? Now, it belongs to group number 17. That means 7 outermost electron. 1 you are already taking out because there is positive over there, right? And 6 electrons are involved in the bond formation. So that means 0 lone pair you will have here, right? Bond pair plus lone pair is 6. So that means it is going to be sp3d2. That is octahedral. So answer will be sp3d2. That is A is the correct answer. One question will definitely be there based on hybridizations. Next is for water, delta H, the molar entropy of vaporization at 1 atmosphere is approximately. So here, what they are saying is they have given you delta H for water, right? The molar entropy of vaporization of 1 atmospheric, they are asking you. Delta S, they are asking you, right? So that will be solved by Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, very, very important. Delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. Now remember one thing, here they are asking the molar entropy of this is approximately. You know, whenever we are calculating for water, the molar entropy, the delta G value is going to be 0 for that, right? That's why this question becomes very important. Delta G is equals to T delta S, and ma'am, delta S we have to solve, that is delta H by T. But here what you have to remember, that in this case delta H is given to you, that is given in kilo. I think there should be joule here, right? So that will be converted to not kilojoules but joules per mole, right? Okay, and this temperature, what will be the temperature? Now temperature should be in kelvins, but we know that temperature, we are talking about the vaporization here. So for vaporization, that means the boiling of water occurs at 100 degrees Celsius, which will be 373 Kelvin. So your temperature is going to be 373 Kelvin. As you can see, answer is in joules, so we'll have to convert this into joules, right? Okay, that's how we are going to solve this. Delta H, and this is your temperature. You can also write it as 373.15, but approximate value 373 also you can put here, right? And you will get your answer for delta S of vaporization, right? Next question is, which of the following have identical bond order? Now, MOT, very important theory, right? So, which of the following, they will ask you, which of the following have identical bond order here, right? So, identical bond order, very simply we will answer this. So, you have Cn negative here, this is O2, this is NO positive, this is Cn positive, right? Okay, so when they are asking you the bond order here, can you see the direct thing we discussed here is that for 14 it is going to be 3. For 13, this is 12, this is 11, this is 10, this is 15, this is 16, this is 17, and this is 18, right? And here we are going to write it according to that. This is 2.5, this is 1.51, 2.5 to 1.5, and this is 1. So here what you're going to write here, Cn negative, you have to calculate the electrons here, right? So whenever you're calculating the electrons, this is 6 plus 7 plus 1, that is 14. Bond order is 3, right? Bond order is 3. This is 8 to 16. So for 16, it is going to be 2, right? For NO, it is 7 plus 8 minus 1. Again, it is 14. That is 3, right? Cn negative is again 6 plus 7 minus 1. That is 12. That is going to be, for 12, it is 2. So we can see that directly the answer is 3, 3. That is the same bond order in case of Cn negative and in case of NO. So answer will be 1 and 3, right, are going to be the correct answer. So answer is A is the correct answer. Next question on your screen is the correct increasing order of basic strength of following compounds. Basic strength of following compounds. See, basic strength is directly proportional to electron availability, the availability of electrons here. So if you see, in this case, this is electron withdrawing group, this is electron donating group. So maximum availability of electron is there on the third position. So that is going to have the maximum basicity here, right? After that, there is no other option left. After that, you will have 1, and the least will be, because here you have no effect. And in this case, you are withdrawing the electron. That means the availability of electron is less in this case. So answer will be D is the correct answer. Next, we have for a reaction, there is a reaction A to B. E is given to you, delta H is given to you. After addition of catalyst, decreases EA by 10, then EA of backward reaction. Okay. So now they are saying this is general EA. Now, after the catalyst, the EA dash of forward reaction is 40 kilojoule per mole, right? Why? Because the catalyst has decreased the activation energy by 10. And we know that EA of backward is equals to EA of forward minus delta H, right? The EA of forward now is, now we have it is because here it has decreased by 10, right? Okay, so I'll directly put the value that here it is 40 and this delta H is given to me, that is minus 20, right? So I'll directly put the value that is minus 20, that will correspond to 60 kilojoule, right? So that is why answer will be 60 kilojoule per mole. What you have to see, this you don't have to calculate this thing here. That is not needed because they are asking you the value after addition of catalyst. They are asking you the EA backward. So firstly you have to change the EA forward, right? After addition, then you calculate the EA backward. Okay. Next question we have, for a reaction that is given to you, rate and rate constants are this. What is PCl5? So here firstly you have to, if they are asking you the concentration, right, rate and rate constant is given to you, definitely rate law expression you can put here, right? But in this case you need to know that what exactly is this is the rate value and this is the rate constant. If rate constant, the units is per second, because we know that the unit of rate constant is mole per liter, 1 minus n per second. If n is equals to 1, only then units will be per second. So that means it's a first order reaction. That means it's a first order reaction. For first order reaction, rate is equals to K of, this is first order reaction, so it is dependent on the reactant, that is PCl5, right? So hence this is the answer. So PCl5 is equals to R by K. R value is given to you, K value is given to you. Directly you can get your answer here, right? That is R by K. Put these values and your answer you will get as 3 moles. That is B is the correct answer. Next is the correct decreasing order of boiling point of hydrogen halides, right? So they are asking you the boiling point. So we know that exactly what happens down the group, the boiling point character should increase. That means it should be HF, then it should be HCl, then HBr, then it should be HI. It should be. But HF has hydrogen bonding. Because of this hydrogen bonding, it will have the maximum boiling point, and hence the answer will be C is the correct answer. Very, very, very important exception. Very important. From a diagram, next question is that they have given you one diagram, right? Okay. Now this is a very simple yet very interesting question. Okay. So might be you can answer it wrong, right? So here it is, delta H is going from A to 2B. This is going from 2B to C, right? And they are asking you C to A. So first you have to reverse. This is according to Hess's law. So this is your another path, okay? So delta H of C to A will be equals to C to 2B to 2B to A, right? So here this is minus 25. Here it will be minus 10. When you will add that, you will get the answer as minus 35 joules. That will be your correct answer. So answer is minus 35. What if they have asked you A to C? Then the answer would be A to 2B, 2B to C. That is plus of 35. Right? So why I have changed the sign here? Because opposite I have to go this way. So I have to go this way and then this way. That is why I have to change the sign here. Right? Next is propene, propanol and propanol. So now you have propanol, that is this thing, and you have propanol, that is this thing. Now these two are what kind of isomers, right? So these two are functional isomers because their functional group is changing. So answer will be B is the correct answer. Very, very important question on metamers, functional groups, very, very important. Next is sodium ethanoate, that is CH3COONA. This is sodium ethanoate. On heating with soda lime, okay, with soda lime, that means it is going to give you, soda lime, if you have, it will give you RH. That means you will have the formation of CH3H. That is, you will have the formation of CH4. If this is your R part. Electrolysis of aqueous, that is Cole's electrolysis, they are asking you. Cole's electrolysis. That is going to convert this into RR, that is CH3CH3. Always remember in this case you have Soda lime, you have RH as the answer. In electrolysis, you have R as the answer. This is your R. Okay, that is how you get methane and ethane. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Direct question based on naming reactions they ask, right? Direct question. But 1 ion on reactions with dilute H2SO4 in presence of Hg2 positive. This is Kirchhoff's reaction. Okay, so how to answer this? 1, 2, 3, 4. But 1 ion means here you will have triple bond. This is H. Okay, and this is CH. No, this is not CH. This is CH2. This is CH3. After this, what will happen? One pi bond will break and you will have the formation of CC. This is CH2. This is CH3. Right? One pi bond will break and you will have the addition of OH and H2 here. Why OH is added here, not here? Because more stable carbocation will be formed on this position because of the 2-degree carbon, right? After this is enol form and hence we have to tautomerize this, right? So this will be tautomerized by which thing? This will be tautomerized. This hydrogen will be shifted here. This will be CH3. This double bond will shift here. This will be double bond O. This is CH2, CH3. That means you will have the formation of butane 2O. So answer will be B is the correct answer, right? Next question is, ethylene glycol is used as an anti-freezing cold climate, right? Because of it depresses the freezing point. Okay, freezing point is decreased there. Mass of ethylene glycol which should be added to this much of water. That means your weight of solvent is given to you. Weight of solvent is given to you to prevent it from freezing to this much. That means here they have given you to prevent it from freezing to this will be okay. Kf is given to you, this is given to you. So directly you will use this formula, that is delta Tf is equals to molality into Kf. Molality, we know that molality is nothing but it is weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute, weight of solvent multiplied by 1000 multiplied by Kf. Here you have the value of delta Tf, you have Kf, you have the value of M2, W1 is also there, W2 you don't have, right? So directly by using this, you can see the value of W2 here. You can calculate how, let us see that. So delta Tf, we know that they have given us a value that this is depressing, like the depression, the final freezing point after adding ethylene glycol is -6. We know that the freezing point of water is 0. So 0 minus delta Tf, right? That is going to be 6. That means this is going to be your delta Tf value, right? Kf is given to you. Applying this formula, you will directly get your answer, right? Okay. Understood everybody? Understood? Right? 62 is the molar mass of ethylene glycol, right? Ethylene glycol, CH2, CH2, OH, OH, right? That is the mass of ethylene glycol here. So answer you will get easily here. Then there is trichloroacetaldehyde was subjected to Cannizzaro reaction, right? Cannizzaro reaction, what happens? One is oxidized, one is reduced. That means disproportionation reaction will occur here. This CHO, this is trichloroaldehyde is what we have, right? We have trichloroacetaldehyde, right? What is acetaldehyde? CH3, CHO, right? In that case, in place of hydrogen, you have Cl here. So that is why this, when under Cannizzaro reaction, this will be converted to CH2OH and this will be converted to COONA. These are the two things that you will have here. And they are asking you one of the answers. One of the answer is 2,2 trichloroethanol, because this is not given, right? They are asking you about the alcohol that is formed. So it is going to be this alcohol is formed, that is 1,2,2,2,2 trichloroethanol is formed here, right? Okay. Next question is, what is the IUPAC name for the compound shown below, right? Yes, they are asking question on IUPAC naming only. Direct question also are very important for you. right? If you see this here, this kind of compound is there, right? Now we know that we'll start from, we want to have the double bond position leave, right? Okay, but here you have bromine, so we will give this more importance. 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it is going to be 3 bromo, 1 chloro, cyclo hex 1e, right? So answer is going to be D is the correct answer. Alphabetically, you should have choose bromo, but more priority is given to double bond, triple bond. So that is why it will be this numbering we will choose here, right? Next is a gas absorbs a photon, that is 355 nanometer, emits 2 photons. Okay, it absorbs a photon, it emits 2 photons, that is lambda 1, lambda 2. That means we can say that E is equals to E1 plus E2. That means it will be hc by lambda. This is hc by lambda 1 plus hc by lambda 2. That will be 1 by lambda is equals to 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2. Right? Here they have given you the value of absorption, that is given to be 355. This lambda 2 wavelength, if one of the missions is at this, that means one of the wavelength is 680. What is the value of other wavelength? Right? Directly putting this, you can get your answer, right? Because this is also given in nanometer, and the answer is also in nanometer. You don't need to convert it into meters, okay? So directly using this formula, you can give your answer. Here they have converted it into nanometers, but you don't need to convert it into meters, because answer is also there in nanometers only. So there is no conversion that is needed by your side. Which of the following is correct order of atomic radii of elements oxygen, fluorine and nitrogen? See, we know that along the period atomic radii decreases. So it is decreases means fluorine should have minimum, then oxygen, then nitrogen should have the maximum among this. So D is going to be the correct answer here. The IUPAC name of coordination complex this. Now, if you can see, the first elimination point will be that iron centimetal atom is in the anionic position. Okay, that means that is in the coordination sphere, that is anionic. So that will be ferrate, ferrate. Iron will not be there, iron will not be there. That will be ferrate, ferrate. Next is here you have potassium. You can just directly see the oxidation state and you can answer this. So this will be plus 3. So this is going to be minus 3. So answer will be x minus 6 is equals to minus 3. X is equals to plus 3. So answer will be potassium hexacyano, right? Ferrate 3 is the correct answer. So B is going to be the correct answer. Phenol on hydrogenation with nickel at 433 Kelvin gives what? Phenol, we are saying phenol on hydrogenation, right? That means this is phenol, right? Double bonds it has. Hydrogenation with nickel. See, hydrogenation with nickel is not going to impact the OH. Hydrogenation with the catalyst is not that strong that it will affect the OH bond here, but it will affect the double bonds here, and you will have the formation of cyclohexanol, that is C is the correct answer. Okay, OH will not be affected here. Next is the electron configuration of gadolinium. Gadolinium, right? Very important, the electronic configuration of lanthanoids, right? That is going to be xenon 4f7 5d1 6s2, right? You should know the ytterbium, terbium, lutetium, europium, cerium. All these electronic configurations are important for you. All these electronic configurations that I have written here, right? Next is the solubility product of A2X3 is this. Its solubility is what? See, simple trick here is A2X3 you have, that means it will be converted to A3 positive, that is 2 plus X2 positive, that is 3. Now the stoichiometries are 2 and 3 here. So KSP is going to be 2 raised to power 2, 3 raised to power 3. Solubility of 2 plus 3, that is 5. So 2 raised to power 2 is 4, 3, 3, 27. 27 into 4, that is going to be, I think, something 27 into 4 s raised to power 5. Just calculate this, I think 150, 140 something. So answer here is 108. Okay. 27 into 4 is going to be 728. Yes. 108 s raised to power 5. That is going to be your KSP. Now, they have given you the solubility product, means KSP is given to you. This is KSP, right? Okay, KSP is given to you. You need to solve the KSP value, the solubility value here. How you will solve this? Put the value of KSP here. That is this much value that is given to you, right? And then divided by 108, you will get the value of solubility in this case, right? This might, you will feel that this is tough. Here what you need to do, KSP value, put it here, you will get the value of solubility here, right? Stoichiometry raised to power stoichiometry, stoichiometry raised to power stoichiometry, solubility raised to power addition of solubility, addition of stoichiometry. That is the correct way of solving. Identify major product P formed in the following reaction. See, if you see this, this is benzene, and here you have what? Here you have acetic, here you have anhydrous ClCl3. That means here you will have the formation of an electrophile that looks like this. And that is why benzene will react here, and you will have the formation of on benzene C double bond O, and again you will have one benzene here. So answer will be D is the correct answer. It's like Fiddlecraft acylation, right? Basically it is benzoylation, okay? Because acyl you are not adding, you are adding benzoyl, right? So that is benzoylation. By what factor H positive be increased to increase the reduction potential of a hydrogen electrode having fixed pressure of hydrogen gas by this much, right? Let us see how many questions we are left with. I think we are left with not many, yeah, some amount of good amount of questions we are left with, right? So by what factor must H positive be increased to increase the reduction potential of a hydrogen electrode, right? So they are asking you, you have to increase the fixed pressure is this. This will be solved by Nernst equation, because they have given you the delta E in two cases, right? And they are asking you the ratio of those two things, right? So directly what you will do, this is your Nernst equation, right? Okay, E is equals to E naught minus 0.0592 divided by N. Now, in this case, because pressure, right? Okay, so here it will be H positive give rise to H2, right? That is half. That is why we have written here pressure of H2 raised to power half divided by H positive concentration, right? Okay, understood? Now here you can see that what exactly we are doing. We are adding one electron here, right? So one electron is being added here. So N factor is going to be 1. And E naught, we know that standard hydrogen electrode is E naught is 1. So solving this, you will have this as your equation, right? Pressure is given to be 1 only. Pressure of hydrogen is going to remain 1. That is given here. Okay, having fixed pressure of hydrogen, that is, let's say, even if it is not 1, that will be cancelled out, right? How it will be cancelled out? Because when you put these two conditions here, that E1, you will put the value H positive 1, because pressure is constant. Pressure is constant. Rest of the things are constant. E2 is also, this is same, pressure is constant, this will be changed. Now you have to subtract these two things here. Okay, that will be delta E, because delta E value is already given to you in the question, that is given to be 0.0282, that is already given in the question here, right? 0.0592 log H positive 2 by log H positive 1. Now you have to solve this. After solving this, you will get the H2, H positive of 2 by H positive of 1 is approximately 2.9, that is 3. That means H2 is approximately, H positive of 2 is approximately 3 times of H positive of 1. So now they were asking us how much percentage, right? Having fixed, by which factor it should be increased. So it will be increased by 3 times, right? So this is a very interesting question. Next is, in order to bring about given conversion, right? So this conversion you have to do, right? And they have given you some reagents here. Knowledge of reagents and naming reaction is what you can do for your organic chemistry. That will be best. So I'll directly show you what we are going to do here. Firstly, if you add AlCl3, because we know that you have to have here CH3, right? Okay, on the para position, you should have something else, right? So what I'll do, right? what I'll do, rather than, ma'am, why you have not added CH3CO firstly? Because if you add C double bond O CH3, that is a meta-directing group. You have a atom which is directly attached to double bonded with the more electronegative atom. So that is meta-directing. CH3 is para-directing. That is why I have added CH3 firstly. So CH3 is added firstly. After that COCH3, because I need to have a para compound. Now rest of the things you will add NaBH4, you will add reduction will happen. That will give rise to alcohol here. After that add Al2O3. That means this is like P2O5, Al2O3, concentrated H2SO4. All these are dehydrating agents. Dehydrating agents, OH and H will be eliminated and you will have the formation of this CH double bond CH2. Right? The main important part was this. Right? Okay, rest of the, you should have the knowledge of reagents. So answer will be 1, 2 and 5 and 4 for this following conversion. The option with only amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxide, simple. Tin is definitely amphoteric. This is amphoteric. CRO is not amphoteric, right? Okay. Here NO is not amphoteric, right? Okay. PbO, PbO2, Al2O3, no. So all the amphoteric oxides, if we ask, that is going to be Cr2O3Be, SNO and SNO2. That means the answer is going to be all other oxides are amphoteric in this particular compound. So answer will be A is the correct answer. With only amphoteric oxide is A is the correct answer. Right? Which of the following statement is not true about the complex? Right? That is this complex. So this complex will be something like this. You will have PT here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, En, 1, 1, Cl here. Right? This is the trans compound. Cis will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, Cl and Cl here. Right? Okay. Yes. Something like this you will have. Now, this is cis. It has two geometrical isomers. That is correct. It has cis and trans. Both is cis and trans? No. Both will not show geometrical optically active because this will have a superimposable mirror image. Right? Only cis isomer displays optical activity. That is true. This cis isomer will have non-superimposable mirror image. Only cis isomer has non-superimposable mirror image. That is also right. So B is the incorrect statement here. Right? Both have cis and trans, but trans is not going to show optical activity. Cis is definitely going to show optical activity. This is the mirror image that is non-superimposable. Right? Next we have is when a small amount of KMnO4 is added to concentrated H2SO4, a green oily compound is obtained which is highly explosive in nature. So directly from the reaction it is KMnO4 with H2SO4 will give you Mn2O7 which is the green oily compound. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Next is calculate the molar depression constant for a solvent which has freezing point this and latent heat of fusion. See, latent heat of fusion, right? And freezing point they have given you. Molar depression means Kf they are asking you. Usually we skip the formulas of Kf and Kb, but that you should not skip, right? So here L is the latent heat, T naught is the temperature that they have given you, Kf is what you will solve here, right? R will put 8.314, T is already given to you. As you can see, temperature is 16.6. That means 16.6 plus 273 in Kelvins, it is 289. You will put it here. Latent heat, you will put it here. You will get the value of Kf. Very, very important. Usually, students skip this question, okay? Give the equilibrium constant. Now, here they have given you Kc, they are asking you. Achha, Kc is given to you. Calculate E naught cell for the reaction. Direct relation between Kc and E naught cell is equals to point because E cell is going to be 0 at equilibrium. So it is 0.059 divided by n log of Kc. Right? If you see this equation, we know that 2 electrons are getting exchanged. 2 Ag, 2 Ag, 2 electrons. Cu2, Cu2 positive, 2 electron. That means n factor is going to be 2 here. Kc is given to us, right? So you will put the value of Kc here, right? And directly you will solve your answer here directly from this equation, right? Regarding Nernst equation, other formulas are also very important, which are delta G, E naught. All those formulas are also very, very, very important. In the end, I would advise you from physical chemistry, go through the formulas that I have discussed on this channel, right? For inorganic chemistry, go through the exceptions, right? Exceptions are extremely important for you. Go through the exceptions. Very, very important. VBT, coordination number, magnetic, all these are very, very important concepts. Then for organic chemistry, all the naming reactions and reagents. Do this much revision and that will be sufficient for your KCET exam. So guys, that's it for your KCET questions. Now I'll ask the teacher to join in, and by that time, right, you can wait and I'll end the streaming. Till then, bye-bye, take care. See you all, and all the very best for your exam. All the best for your exam. Bye-bye, take care.
Hey, my ninja warriors. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with mathematics now, and these are the most expected or short, you can say short or similar concepts which we can expect in KCET examination. I hope you are done with your physics and chemistry session. Now is the turn for mathematics. You know that mathematics plays a major role in your KCET examination for obvious reasons. Okay. So let's start, but before I start, do let me know in the chat box that whether I am audible and visible. Yes, in the chat box quickly. Am I audible, guys? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Yes. All right. Yes, I am music. Am I audible? Am I visible? Let me just have a look at myself. Yes, I think I am audible and visible, but you guys are not helping me with this, okay? So yes, let's start without wasting any time. The very first question on your screen, let me adjust the screen brightness as well. Okay, so the very first question on the screen. Ma'am, can we expect question to be highly conceptual? See, understand that the questions are not going to take more time. Majority, one question may be the exception. I am talking about the majority of the question in KCET. The level will be much lesser than your JEE examination. So we'll see what kind of questions we can expect. Okay, all right, then hold on, let me just adjust my camera, because clearly this camera, yes, better view. Yes, okay, all right. Yes, so the very first question on your screen is from KCET 2024. Let's see what this question has to say. The shaded region, this region, the diagram, the graph is given to you, and based on the graph you have to match the inequality. Okay, so first thing which we can see over here, this is y is equal to 3 line, but can you see your shading is below y is equals to 3? That means y should be less than or equals to 3 will be your answer. Yes, y should be less than or equals to 3. Correct, y less than or equals to 3, that means y greater than or equals to 3. Option A is absolutely wrong. So we have eliminated the option. Also, we can see that the area is in first quadrant. So x and y both greater than or equals to 0 is everywhere in all the options. It is not making any sense if I just try to option eliminate. Then we are having one more line which is x equals to 6. So I want region which is left of this. So x is less than or equals to 6. So clearly x greater than or equals to 6, that is option D is also wrong. Now see, we have realized B or C. Now this inequality will be the decider inequality. 5x plus 4y less than or equals to 20 or greater than or equals to 20. See, understand, this is your line. Okay, you need area above this line, this area. Okay, so this, if I talk about this point is 6, 3. Okay, 6, 3 should satisfy my inequality, right? Because 6, 3 is lying on my inequality, 6, 3. Whichever inequality satisfies 6, 3 will be my answer. Or we can say that 0, 0 is not satisfying my inequality. Can you see 0, 0 is not satisfying? So if I put 0, 0 over here, so 0 is less than or equals to 20, which is a true statement. That means origin is satisfying my inequality. No, it should not have happened. So option B is wrong. If I put origin, it should give me false. 0, 0, if 0 greater than or equals to 20, now it is not satisfying my inequality. Option C is absolutely right. Everybody? Yes? Okay. Alrighty, clear. Next question on your screen. Let's do this question, which is from the world of sequence and series. Okay. So nth term of the series, if we see 1 plus 3 by 7, 5 by 7 square, 1 by 7 cube, and so on. See 1, 3, 5, and this is actually into 7, and this is into 7. So now 7 by 7 cube, 1, 3, 5, 7. So 2n minus 1 upon 7 raised to power n minus 1 will give you general term, yes or no? How come? How come are we writing? First of all, 1, 3, 5, 7, this is an arithmetic progression. Or you can say how to write an odd number, 2n minus 1. And this is 7 power 0. The first term is having 7 power 0. Second term is having 7 power 1. Third term is having 7 power 2. Tuck, so on. So this is what you're going to get, 2n minus 1 upon 7 power n minus 1. And which is matching, actually this is minus 1 is in the power. So I think it is matching with none other than option number D. Correct. Now, the next question is based on the property of binomial theorem. Okay. Hashtag property of binomial theorem says that NCR plus N plus 1C, NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equals to N plus 1 CR. See, understand this property now. Here is the time. See, if both the N are same, and there is a difference of 1 unit, R minus 1. Can you see the gap? R minus 1. Then your answer will be N plus 1 CR. So N plus 1. So you need to add 1 index to this N and C. Now R and R minus 1, whichever is bigger, you have to write the bigger number. Let me show you. See, this is 45C3, 45C4. Okay. So now 45 same, N same. So the answer will be 46C. Now out of 3 and 4, which one is bigger? Ma'am, 4 is bigger. So your answer will be 4, and prior to this you have 46C3 plus 47C3 plus 48C3 plus 49C3. Correct? Now just combine these two. 46 same. So it will become 47C4. Now this is having 47C3 plus 48C3 plus 49C3. Correct or not? Yes. Now combine these two. 48C4 plus 48C3 plus 49C3. Now if you combine again, you need to add 149C4 plus 49C3. So now 49C3, 49C4. There should be a difference of 1. Okay, so it is going to be 50C4. 50C4. Everybody, yes, 50C4. 50C4 option A is absolutely right. Okay, alright. I think this property, this question, so good. Okay, alrighty then. The next question on your screen. Given that A, B and X are real numbers, okay. So this is again KCET 2023 question. Understand what kind of question are they asking. A is less than B, okay. Now what they are looking for is A by X and B by X. So we need to divide this inequality. Divide the inequality. Divide the inequality by X. Now you know X is a negative number. The moment you divide the whole inequality by negative number, your sign will get changed. Your sign, it was less than sign, now it has become greater sign. A by X will be greater than B by X. Option D is absolutely right. Okay, basic question. What do you think, everybody? Yes, tomorrow there is physics and chemistry. Yes. Then we are having another question on our screen. Which of the following is an empty set? Now this is so obvious. Option by option you need to calculate. Which of the following is an empty set? X square plus 1 is equals to 0. So x square is equals to plus minus iota. Okay, x is equals to plus minus iota, not x square. X is equals to plus minus iota. Okay, x is equals to plus minus iota. So, but here can you see they want only real numbers. There is no real number in this set. So, option A is absolutely right. Similarly, if you evaluate B, C and D, you will realize that here x will be equals to plus minus 3. So, we are getting a real number over here. X square is equals to x plus 2. Clearly, x is equals to 2 is getting satisfied over here. Okay, and x is equals to minus 1. So, there are actually two real values. So, we are actually getting some values in this. Here also x is equals to plus minus 1. The only set which is not containing real number is option A. Got it? Gotcha. Next question on your screen. Vectors from the world of vectors. Okay. So, in this question, AB and AC are the sides of triangle ABC. So, suppose we have a triangle ABC. Okay, AB is 3I cap. So, AB is 3I cap plus 4K cap. AC is 5I cap minus 2J cap plus 4K cap. Length of median through A is what they are looking for. Length of the median. Okay. Length of the median. Alright. Now, how to calculate length of a median? Let's see. Okay, so let's do one thing. Okay, alright, let's do one thing. See, now suppose A, B and C are given. So, now if you want to start, it will be helpful if you assume a coordinate. So, I am assuming A as the origin. If this is the origin, then this point will be what? This point will be 3, 4. AB will be A towards B, AB, yes. This is AB, AC will be this, yes. So, see, this is 3, 4, this is, so not 3, 4, sorry, 3, 0, 4, 3, 0, 4. This is this direction 3, 0, 4 and this is 5, minus 2, 4. So, now you have got B and C. Now, median you are looking for, right? So, you need to have this coordinate. This will be midpoint of B and C. So, this is 3 plus 5, 8. 8 by 2 is 4. How to calculate midpoint? I hope you know that. 0 minus 2 by 2. So, minus 1 and 4 plus 4, 8, 8. So, 4 again. Okay, 4 minus 1, 4. So, this is AC. Now, length of this, obviously, suppose this is your median AM. So, length of AM, median will be what? Square root of 4 ka square 16. Just calculate the distance between A and M. Plus 1 plus 16. So, this is square root of 33. So, option C is absolutely correct. Got it? Everybody? Yes? Okay. Yes? Alright, now the next question on your screen is from the world of definite integration. Now this question is slightly, I would say, on a JEE main level. Some questions you will get. Okay, so n upon n square plus 1 square. Okay, so first of all understand, let me just tell you the concept. Hashtag concept, understand this concept. Concept says that sigma 1 by n limit n tend to infinity f of r by n, r equals to 1 to n is nothing but, now understand, suppose you are given with this format where limit is there, limit specifically n tend to infinity and here you have got summation. So, limit, the moment you see that limit is n tend to infinity and there is this summation over here, limit of a sum, limit of a summation. So, limit of a sum, there is this topic which is limit of a sum as definite integration. How many of you are aware about it? Limit of a sum as definite integration. Now, what is this? Understand. You will have to write this summation as a definite integration. So, this is 0 to 1 f of x dx. This is the concept. Now, understand what is the concept. Here, r by n will be replaced by x. 1 by n will be replaced by dx. So, this is the concept. Okay. Now, let us understand this. Let us try to take 1 by n common. Let us first of all create this format. So, I can see that this is limit n tend to infinity. This is n upon n square plus r square. Correct? If I write general term. Now, there will be sigma obviously. Sigma of r starts with 1 and r ends with. You need to understand the last term. So, this is 1 upon 5n, so n upon 5n square is equals to n upon n square plus 2n square. Can I write it this way? 1 upon 5n can be written down as this. Now, see, first term is n upon n square plus 1 square. Second is n upon n square plus 2 square. Third term, last term will be n upon n square plus 2n square. So, the last r will be 2n. So, it goes up to 2n. Now, see, limit n tend to infinity is right there. I need 1 by n. The next step is to take 1 by n out. So, what are we doing? I am just doing one thing. This n, I am just taking common. N from numerator, n square from denominator. So, this will be limit n tend to infinity 1 by n. Okay. Sigma r is equals to 1 and 2n. Then this is 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon C, 1 upon 1 plus r by n whole square. Okay, so can you see limit n tend to infinity? Match it. Limit n tend to infinity, limit n tend to infinity. 1 by n, ma'am, 1 by n. Sigma is there. Sigma is there. Here r is equals to 1 to n. Here r is equals to 1 to 2n. So, let us understand this also. Now, f a function of r by n. So, this is r by n only. Now, this can be written down as integration of f of x. So, f of r by n you have to replace. So, 1 upon 1 plus x square dx. Now, understand. The moment you put r is equals to 1, lower limit. Okay, here put r is equals to 1. So, 1 upon n is infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. So, lower limit x is equals to 0. Now, what is the upper limit, ma'am? 2n. R last May, r is becoming 2n. So, put r is equals to 2n. So, 2n upon n is giving you 2. So, 2. So, this is your 2. Okay, so this is tan inverse x and this is 0 to 2. This is nothing but tan inverse 2 minus tan inverse 0. Tan inverse 2 is absolutely correct, which is matching with option C. Everybody? Yes? Okay. Alright. Clear? Give me a big thumbs up if you've understood this. Now, the next question, I think this was a JEE main level difficulty level. Now, this question. A and B are non-singleton set. That means neither cardinality of A is 1 nor the cardinality of B is 1. Non-singleton set means this. Cardinality of A cross B is 35. You know that cardinality of A cross B is cardinality of A into cardinality of B, which is nothing but 35. Okay. Now 35. Just tell me what could be the possible options. Think. 35 can be splitted into 1 cross 35, which is not possible because cardinality of A cannot be 1. Okay, so the only option is that 35 will be written down as 7 into 5. So, one cardinality is 7, other is 5. Now, it depends. Which one is the bigger set? Now, as per this question, B is subset of A. If B is subset of A, obviously B will contain less elements. So, that means this is the cardinality of B and this is the cardinality of A. Okay. Alright. Now, cardinality. So, this is going to be 7C5. 7C5. 7C5 is 7 into 6 by 2. So 21 is absolutely right. Option D. Correct. Okay, everybody? Yes? Getting it? Understanding it? All righty. Next question. Ready, ready? Okay, this question. A die is thrown 10 times. The probability that an odd number will come up at least once. See, I told you, at least once. Probability of at least once is equals to 1 minus probability of none. Okay, so 1 minus, see, die is thrown 10 times. Probability that an odd number will come up at least once. So 1 minus probability of no odd number appears. Okay, so this is 1 minus. See, now you have 10 times. A die is thrown 10 times. So first of all, 10, see, out of 10 times, see, probability of success is something which you get an odd number. So that is going to 3 by 6, and probability of failure is also 3 by 6. Probability of getting an odd number is half. Probability of getting an even number is also half. So this is 10C10. Out of all the times, I want it is going to be even number. And none of them will be the odd number. So this is 1 minus 1 by 2 power 10. 2 power 10 is 1024. 1023 upon 1024 is absolutely right. 1023 upon 1024 is matching with option C, everybody. Okay. Yes, Nayana, absolutely right. Okay. Are you getting my point? Okay. Alrighty. Next question on your screen. Yes, next question on your screen. Yes. Which one of the following observation is correct for the features of logarithm to any base b greater than 1? Okay, so suppose they are saying log of x to the base b, here base is greater than 1. So domain, now they will talk about domain and range. Domain of the logarithm is r. That is wrong. Domain of this is r plus. It should be r plus. R plus is correct. R is wrong. That is why option A is wrong. I hope that is clear. Because you cannot put any negative number inside logarithm. You cannot put all the real numbers inside logarithm. The range of logarithm is r plus. Now this is wrong. Range is actually minus infinity to infinity, or you can say range is all real number, right? So they need to interchange. Range is all real number, domain is r plus. So this is also wrong. Point 1 comma 0 is always on the graph. Yes, that is correct. See, if you have y is equals to this, 1 comma 0, if you put x is equals to 1, log 1 will always be 0. So 1 comma 0 will satisfy my equation. Option C is absolutely correct for the correct base. The graph of logarithm function is decreasing as we move from left to right. See, graph of logarithm function is actually increasing. As we move from left to right, the graph will increase, na? So that is why option D is also wrong, because it is an increasing function. So this is how it is. I think easy question. Now let us move towards the next question. Everybody, yes? Alright, yes, Nayana, absolutely right. Okay. Now the next question, family of curves whose x and y intercept of a tangent at any point respectively are double the x and y coordinate of that point. Okay. Alright. Yes. So now let us do one thing. Okay. Let me write the equation of tangent. So, equation of tangent will be x upon x and y intercept of a tangent at any point are respectively double the x and y coordinates of that point. Okay. So double the x and y coordinate of that point. So suppose x upon 2h. Why we are taking 2h? Because 2h is the intercept plus y upon 2k is equals to 1. Family of curves whose x and y intercept. Now, can you tell me what will be the dy by dx of it? So dy by dx, if you differentiate, start differentiating. So this is 1 upon 2h plus dy by dx. Okay, dy by dx. Dy by dx 1 by 2k is equals to 0, 2 cancel. So dy by dx from here will be nothing but minus k upon h. Okay, minus k by h. This is your dy by dx, correct or not? Yes. Okay, and this k and h is what? K and h are what? Eventually k and h will be replaced by y by x, right? Y by x, correct? So this is y by x. So dy by y minus, sorry. So dy by y plus dx by x is equals to 0. Now log of y plus log of x is equals to log of c. Yx is equals to c is the correct answer. Yx is equals to c is matching with option A, everybody in the chat box. Okay. Out of syllabus you are saying, okay. This one is out of syllabus. Which one is out of syllabus? Okay, alright. Okay, if it is out of syllabus, then let's do this question. Sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square. See here, obviously the moment I see this inside thing, na, put a is equals to tan theta. Why we are doing that? Because we know sin inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta plus cos inverse 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is equals to tan inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, so this is sin inverse sin 2 theta plus cos inverse cos 2 theta. Because see, this is sin 2 theta, this is cos 2 theta is equals to, see, this is, understand, A is this. Now x we don't want, no? We don't want this, yes. So now this is 2 theta plus 2 theta, correct? Okay, so this is nothing but 4 theta. 4 theta, correct? 4 theta. So this is nothing but 4 of tan inverse theta is equals to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Now you know that. This is nothing but 2 tan inverse x. This is nothing but, when this is 4 theta, correct? 4 theta or 4 tan inverse theta. 4 tan inverse theta. 2 cancel, this is 2 tan inverse theta. Now 2 tan inverse theta, sorry, this is A. 2 tan inverse A is equals to tan inverse x, correct or not? 2 tan inverse A. Now 2 tan inverse A will be what? The formula for 2 tan inverse A will be tan inverse 2a upon 1 minus a square is equals to tan inverse x. Tan inverse gone, x is 2a upon 1 minus a square. Option C is absolutely right. Okay. All right. Yes, everybody got it. Now the next question on your screen, this is from the L'Hopital rule because it is a 0 by 0 form. Okay, so x tend to pi by 4. The moment you put pi by 4, you will get a 0 by 0 form. That means by putting pi by 4, you will get 0 in the numerator and 0 in the denominator. Now that you've got 0 by 0 form, L'Hopital can be applied. So root 2. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Derivative of 1 will be 0, so upon. Derivative of cot x is minus cosec square x. Minus cosec square x. This is sin x, right? So minus minus cancel. This is root 2. Now put pi by 4. So sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 upon cosec square pi by 4 is just 2. So correct answer will be 1 or not. Sorry, this is 1 by 2. 1 by 2, this is matching with option C. Everybody, yes? Okay. Getting it, understanding it. Alrighty, the next question. Y is equals to 2x raised to power 3x, correct? dy by dx at x equals to 1. So now, log of y is equals to taking log both the sides. I want to take log both the sides. 3x will come in front log 2x. Okay. Now differentiate 1 by y dy by dx. Logarithmic differentiation, do you remember it? Now this is 3x will be kept constant. Derivative of log of 2x will be 1 by 2x and there will be 1 by 2. Okay. Plus this time log 2x is kept constant. This is your 3. So now x gone, 2 gone. So now you can take 3 out and this is going to be 1 plus log of 2x and y will be here. So dy by dx. Y is what? 2x power 3x. This is your y. Now at x equals to 1 you want. So put x equals to 1. 2 into 1 power 1. So 2 into 3 and this is 1 plus log of 2. Correct? If you put x equals to 1. Hold on. Here log 2x is kept constant. Log of 2. Have I done any mistake? This is 3x log 2x. Let's just split this right here. Log of y is nothing but 3x log 2 plus log x. Can I do this? Yes. Okay, now let's differentiate 1 by y dy by dx is equals to 3x kept constant. This is log 2 is 0 plus 1 by x. This time log 2 plus log x is kept constant and derivative of 3x is 3. Correct? Now put x equals to 1. So putting x equals to 1, y will be just 2. So this is 2 and this is 3 into 1 is 3. Okay. So 2 into this is 3 into 1. So x cancels. So this is 3 plus log of 2 plus log of 1 is 0 plus and this is nothing but 3. So 3 will be 6 log 2 will be the answer. 6 log 2 is coming right. Okay, 6 log 2 should be the correct answer. I think we have incorrect answer. Yes? I think the answer seems to be a little not correct. I don't think so the answer is correct. Okay. Or there should be no 2 over here. This 2 should be removed. Correct? 16 log 2, 6 log 2. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to the next problem then because see. Alright. Yes, next question. The length of rectangle is 5 times the breadth. L is equals to 5b. Minimum perimeter of rectangle is 180 centimeter. That means perimeter should be greater than or equals to 180 centimeter. Okay. Minimum means what? That perimeter can never be less. It should be either equal or greater than 180. Now perimeter of a rectangle twice of length plus breadth. That is greater than or equals to 180. Length plus breadth is greater than or equals to 90. Length will be 5b. So 6b is greater than or equals to 90. B is nothing but 90 by 6. So this is your 3, this is your 45. So B is greater than or equals to 15. Breadth should be greater than or equals to 15. Option B is absolutely right. Yes, everybody? Okay, correct. Now the next question on your screen is here. Integration, KCET 2024, my dear students. Integration of sin 3x upon sin x by 2. So integration of sin 3x upon 2 upon sin x upon 2, and over here now to integrate this, understand, I am multiplying sin x by 2 with, I am multiplying cos x by 2. Yes, cos x by 2 with a 2. Cos x by 2 with a 2. So now the denominator, because of denominator I am doing that. 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 will become sin x. Now this is 2 sin a cos b. 2 sin a cos b is nothing but sin a plus b. So sin a plus b. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2. So sin 2x sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Sin a minus b will be what? Sin a minus b. So 3 minus 1, 2. So plus sin x. This is what are we getting? Integration. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check. So what we did is, the question is not 3x or it is 5x. Hold on. I think I have messed up with this question. This is not 3x. This is 5x. So if this is 5x, if the question is 5x, then the things will be pretty different, right? So this is sin 5x by 2 was already there. Now, 2 sin a cos b. Tell me the formula. 2 sin a cos b. Sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Okay. So sin a plus b. So this is sin 3x plus sin a minus b. So that is 2x. Okay. Now sin 3x have a formula, right? Sin 3x is having a formula, if you know. Sin 3x will be nothing but, sin 3x formula is 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x, and sin 2x can also be written down as 2 sin x cos x. Whole upon we are having a sin x integration dx. Sin x, sin x, sin x and sin x I am cancelling. So what we are going to get is 3 minus 4 sin square x plus 2 cos x integration dx. Right? So this is 3. Just integrate it. So this is 3x minus 4. Okay. Rather than integrating right now, 3 minus 4. This is 1 minus cos 2x plus 2 cos x. 3 minus 4. Okay, 3 minus 4 is going to give you 1 minus cos 2x. Okay, now start integrating. Let me just show you the solution. Okay, so yes, sorry, this is by 2 also. Yes, by 2. Yes, so now see, 3 minus 4 sin square x. Sin square x will be written down as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So 2 cancel. Now 3 minus 2 will be what? 1. Minus minus plus 2 cos 2x plus 2 cos 2x and then plus 2 cos x. Start integrating. X, integration of cos will be plus sign. So cos 2x is sin 2x and 2 by 2 will always be there. This is 2 cos x, integration is 2 sin x. So now x plus sin 2x plus 2 sin x, that is matching with option C, everybody. Yes? Alrighty. Clear? Next question on your screen. Everybody? Okay, this is can be done by King's property, but we have a specific technique. Do you know what is the technique? Ninja technique. Everybody? Ninja technique for this problem, wherein you just skip the step. Okay? So the moment you apply King's property and add both the integration, before applying King's property, this, and after applying King's property, if you add, you will realize that the numerator and denominator are getting cancelled out. So your integration shortcut is upper limit minus lower limit by 2. So 8 minus 2 by 2, that is 6 by 2, 3. Option C is the correct answer. Everybody? Yes, I think you got, you know. Good level question. We will be blessed if these questions come in the exam. Yes, I think the questions are actually good. Okay. Good means it is not difficult. It is just, it is not that easy also. Not easy, not difficult. There is this sweet spot. I to feel that not as calculative as JEE Main, because JEE Main is doing something else. I don't know what they want from you, so many calculations. Here there are no calculations. Area of the region bounded by line y is equals to 3x and y is equals to x square. Y is equals to x square is an upward facing parabola. Y is equals to 3x line will look like this. So 0, 0 is the point of intersection and another point will be what? X is equals to 3. So x is equals to 3. If you put x equals to 3, 9. Okay. So this is the area they are looking for. Integration of upper curve is line actually. 3x minus x square dx 0 to 3. Integrate 3x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 and this is 0 to 3. Correct? If you put 3 over here, this is going to give you 27 by 2 minus 27 by 3. Okay, so if you just take 27 common, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 will be 1 by 6. This is your 3 2s are 3, 9s are 27, 9 by 2. Where is 9 by 2? Option B, absolutely right. Okay, yes, you guys are giving me the answers as well. Alrighty. Okay, the next question. If a straight line 2x minus 3y plus 17 is perpendicular to the line passing through these 2 points. Now understand. What is the slope of this line? Slope of this line is minus 2 upon minus 3. That is 2 by 3 is the slope. Now I want slope of a line perpendicular to this line. Slope of a perpendicular line will be minus 3 by 2. Always remember the short trick. Slope of any line which is perpendicular to this line will be given by minus of reciprocal. So minus sign you need to apply and take reciprocal. So minus 2 by 3 reciprocal is what? 3 by 2. So minus 3 by 2, right? So minus 3 by 2 is the slope of line perpendicular to it and now slope of this line will be equal to this line, right? Beta minus 17 and 15 minus 7 will be 8, okay? So this is 2, this is 4, minus 12 is equals to beta minus 17. So beta is nothing but 5. Beta is 5, option B, absolutely right. You guys are saying minus 29. No. Beta is 5, okay. Please do not do easy calculation mistakes. Alrighty, next question, okay. Next question on your screen is this. The real value of alpha for which 1 minus iota sine alpha whole upon 1 plus 2 iota sine alpha is purely real, okay. So first of all, before I get into the details, I'll just rationalize this term and then I'll talk about what is purely real, what is purely imaginary. So 1 minus iota sine alpha upon 1 plus 2 iota sine alpha multiply 1 minus 2 iota sine alpha 1 minus 2 iota sine alpha. Okay. A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. Now it will be plus 4 sine square alpha because see a square minus b square will have iota square which is minus 1. So a square minus 1 then square. So this is how it is and now if you multiply 1 ones are 1 minus 2 iota sine alpha minus iota. So this will be 3 minus 3 iota sine alpha and if you multiply this minus 2 sine square alpha. Okay. So this is going to give you 1 minus 2 sine square alpha minus 3 iota sine alpha upon 1 plus 4 sine square alpha. Now what they are saying is purely real. That means imaginary part should be equals to 0. What is imaginary part? Which is written with iota. Whatever is written with iota is your imaginary part. So 3 minus 3 sine alpha is written with iota and this should be 0. Sine alpha 0. So this implies sine alpha being 0. You know what? When sine alpha is 0? When alpha is equals to integral multiple of pi. So option C is absolutely right. मैम UG EE के लिए कहाँ से पढ़ूँ? PR और REAP के लिए YouTube पर मिल नहीं रहे lectures. Okay, don't worry, we are going to take lectures UGEE. This week only you will start seeing UGEE and SUPR lectures. Okay, all right. Yes. Who is this? JEE aspirant. Okay. All right. Next question on your screen. Yes, this is the question. If these two lines are mutually perpendicular, then K is equal to, see, -3, 2K and 2, 3K, 1 and -5. These two are mutually perpendicular. When the two things are mutually perpendicular, their dot product becomes 0. So, -3 into 3K. See, first of all, see the format of both the lines, okay? Actually, both the lines in its standard format. -3 into 3K plus 2K into 1 plus 2 into -5 is equals to 0. So, -9K plus 2K minus 10 is equals to 0. So, this is -7K minus 10 is equals to 0. K is going to be 10 by 7 with a negative sign. So, option A is absolutely right. Okay. No break, ma'am. We are almost done with questions. Just hold on for like 5-10 minutes. We'll be done with the session. Okay. All right. Yes. Fx is given as this. This is your Fx. Now, this is what you're looking for. F of 1. So, if you put, let us tell me what is F of 1. So, F of 1 will be 1 minus 3 minus 2. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. This is 1. If you put 1, 2, 2 and sorry. I am not able to see. If you put 1, 2 minus 18 minus 16. 2 minus 50 minus 48. This is your 2. If you put 2 minus 81 minus 79, 4 minus 500. 4 minus 500 is 496 with a negative sign, and this is your 3. F of 1, correct? Then we need F of 3 and we need F of 5. F of 3, 3 minus 3, 0. Now this is 3 square. 3 square into 2, so this is also 0. 3 cube. 3 cube is what? 27. 27 double is 54. 54 minus 81. Okay, so this is 11. 11 minus 4 will be 7. And this is 7 minus 5, 27. So minus 27. If you put 3, 3 minus 5 is minus 2. If you put 3 over here, 18 minus 50 will be minus 32 if I am not wrong. Okay. If you put 3 over here, then 3 cube, 27. 27 into 4. 27 into 4 will be 7 4s are 28. 4 2s are 8, 9, 10. 108 minus 500. 108 minus 500. Okay. Then we are having 1, 2, 3. Then we have F of 5 as well. Correct? So just calculate each and everything. You will realize, okay, so this question is a little bit calculative. So this is your, the moment you calculate, by the way, F of 5, now you will realize F of 5 is coming out as 0. If F of 5 is coming out as 0, that means these two things are becoming 0. You only need F of 1 into F of 3, no need of F of 5. So F of 1 into F of 3. So F of 1 if you calculate 2888, F of 3 if you calculate minus 756, a slightly calculative question. If you multiply, the answer will be 2183328 with a negative sign. Okay, yes? Yes, I think this question is quite calculative. If I would have in your place, I would have skipped this question for a while, okay, and I would have done this question in the very end. Because can you see the options? By looking at the options only, I can imagine that how the calculations are going to be. Okay, so in the initial, if I have to skip any question, I'll skip this question. Okay, yes, because it is a calculator. Now the next question related to eccentricity of the ellipse. First of all, convert this ellipse in standard form. So x square upon 225 upon 9 plus y square upon 225 upon 25 is equals to 1. 9 ones are 9. 9 2s are 18. 9 5s are 45. 25. Okay, so 25, this is 9, correct? So x square by 5 square plus y square by 3 square is equals to 1. This is your ellipse. Now eccentricity of ellipse, e square is equals to 1 minus b square by a square. So 1 minus 9 upon 25 is your eccentricity square. 25 minus 9, so this is 16 by 25. This is your e square. E is nothing but 4 upon 5. E is your 4 by 5. Option B is absolutely right. If you know the formula, I think this question is quite doable. What do you think? Yes? Nayana? Okay. All right. Multiplication was yeah. Okay. Now the next question. Yes. I don't know who is going to tell me this question. I am standing right in front of you. Let's see how many of you know this concept. Okay. So the question says that A, B, C, D, E are the observation. 5 observation we are having with mean M and standard deviation S. Okay. 5, if you calculate the mean of these 5 observation, you will get M, but standard deviation is S. Now, what they are doing is they are adding a constant K to each and every observation, and now they are talking about the new standard deviation. You need to know this concept. If you add anything in the observation or subtract anything in the observation, variance and standard deviation will not get affected. These two things will only change if you multiply the same constant or divide the same constant. Okay, so correct answer will be S. Option D is absolutely right. Okay, everybody getting it, understanding it. Also, if you have not liked the session, do like the session right away, because we are almost done with today's session and I need to see number of likes. See, I think 150 likes should be there right away. Okay. Somebody has not unliked it. Unliked. Okay. The smallest positive integer for which Pn. See, if you put n is equals to 2, is it satisfying? So 2 square less than 2 factorial. 4 less than 2 factorial is 2, which is a false thing. No, n is equals to 2 is not satisfying. Now second thing. 2 cube is less than 3 factorial. So 8 less than 6. Again a false thing. That means option B is also not satisfying. Now 3. 2 power 4 less than 4 factorial. 2 power 4 is 16, which is less than 24. This is actually a true statement. The very first integer, positive integer, which is satisfying this equation is nothing but 4. Yes, everybody getting it, understanding it? Are we ready for the next question? Triangle ABC is right angled at C. Then the value of tan A plus tan B is what they are looking for. Okay, the value of tan A plus tan B is what they are looking for. Tan A plus tan B. See, what they are saying is, this is your A, this is your B, right angle at C. If this is your A, this length is A, this is your B, and this is your C. We know that A square plus B square is equals to C square by Pythagoras theorem. Now tan A, if you see tan A, tan is nothing but perpendicular upon base, or you can see opposite upon adjacent. So A by B, this is your A by B, and now tan B from this perspective B by A, B by A. So this is now, if you take LCM, AB, A square plus B square, A square plus B, C square upon AB. C square upon AB is matching with option C. Yes, everybody? Okay. Alrighty. Now the next question on your screen is from the world of parabola. Okay. Parabola passes through 0, 2. That means if x is 0, if you put x 0, alpha into 0, this is gone, 6 into x, this is also gone. You will get x is 0, so beta is nothing but 2. If you put 0, 2, that means y is 2, x is 0. It is going to satisfy this equation because this parabola passes through this point. 0, 2 will satisfy this point. So beta is coming out as 2. So either B or C is correct. Now we need to know the value of alpha. So where do we get? Has its tangent at x equals to 3 by 2 parallel to x-axis. What is parallel to x-axis? What is the slope of that line which is parallel to x-axis? So dy by dx is nothing but slope of that line which is going to get 0 at x equals to 3 by 2. That is what they are giving. So now differentiate this. Dy by dx is 2 alpha x minus 6. Now if you put 3 by 2, so this is 3 alpha minus 6 becomes 0 because x equals to 3 by 2 you have put, okay. Put x equals to 3 by 2. So alpha is coming out as positive 2. That means alpha and beta both are 2. Option B is absolutely right. Yes, Naina? All right. Yes, getting it. Now the next question on your screen is from the world of greatest integer function, okay. So this is GIF of x. Let us put this as t, so that t square minus 5t plus 6 is equals to 0. This is my favorite quadratic equation. T minus 2, t minus 3 is coming out as 0. Okay. Alright. That means t is equals to 2, 3. Greatest integer function is becoming 2 and greatest integer function is becoming 3. Okay. Or. So greatest integer function becomes 2 when x belongs to 2 to 3 and it becomes 3 when x belongs to 3 to 4. Or means union, you have to combine this and this. So 2 close to 4 open will be the correct answer. 2 close to 4 open is matching with option B. Okay. Ma'am is replying to Nayana only. No, Lahiri, I am replying it to you also. You give me answers, I'll see your answer also. Okay, I think Zap King is also giving 2 to 4, but the brackets are wrong, okay. Yes, now the next question on your screen. If n is even and the middle term in the expansion of this, if n is even, see, total number of terms over here will be n plus 1. Okay, n plus 1. Now the middle term will be what? Middle term, if n is even, is nothing but n by 2 plus 1s, right? So nc n by 2 is the middle term. NCR, R should be equals to n by 2 for middle term. Remember this, okay, if n is even. So nc n by 2, x square power n minus n by 2. So n minus n by 2 is n by 2 only. And 1 by x power n by 2. This is nothing but 924x power 6. Now compare the power of x. On the left hand side, x power n minus n by 2. See, x power, this is what? N minus n by 2 is equals to x power 6. I am just comparing the power of x. N by 2 is equals to 6. N is equals to 12 is absolutely right. Option B is absolutely correct. Alrighty. Yes. Okay. So this is the question and yes. So now I will ask you to join our Telegram channel, which is nothing but t.me/Vedantu JEE English. For updates, okay. And also let me just, okay, let me just show you something before you guys leave. See, I just want you to go to the channel. Let me pull this right here, okay. Can you see our channel? Let me just reduce the brightness a bit. And I am talking about something which will be most beneficial for you. What is this? See. Now understand. If you are looking for other examination like VIT EEE, KCET, COMEDK, MHT CET, right? So many test series. Can you see BitSat is also on your way? So if you are looking for all the test series, then you can opt for All in one, we have J last mile test series. Is this? No. Extra mile. Yes, extra mile engineering, which will consist of 10 engineering examination. And can you see, you'll be mind blown that what is the price for all the 100 mock test. 10 examination having 10 mock test each. So if you go for KCET, we have 10 test for KCET. If you go for VIT-EEE, 10 test series for VIT-EEE. Then MHTCT, 10 test. Then Comet K, 10. Everything. So all these exams are in 1300. If you pick one, it will cost you 650. But if you pick the combo, you will get 10 different examination consisting of 100 tests in it, 10 each. So this is the price. I think if you're looking for other options, because JEE main has been done, and it is a wiser decision always to keep your options open. Okay, so I feel that you should go with this. Okay, all right, yes. And now I'm going to take your leave.